All right, freeze!
Oh, they go to police?
Didn't you see the sign? No ninja loitering.
Who you calling a ninja?
I ain't even gonna hold y'all niggas. I'm a little hungover right now. Y'all missed the dope ass party at the dojo yesterday, nigga. Nigga Betty White came through.
Betty White.
She was dancing with Damian Marley, nigga. You missed all that shit.
Dang.
Princess Peace was popping that pussy. Bowser came through with the mushrooms. Floyd Mayweather was reading to the kids. It was a good ass time, man.
What was he reading? Cat in the Hat?
Cat in the Hat, nigga. He got stuck on hat though.
Say it to that nigga face.
I'm not. But this is the Three Ninjas podcast. Anime analysis by African Americans. Comic book commentary by coloreds. Movie reviews for me and you, your mama, and your cousin too. I'm finding this NG out of somewhere because I don't have it. But as usual, I go by the name of Domino, a.k.a. Full Metal Smacker Bitch, a.k.a. Wound Raider,
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
a.k.a. Magikarp, use Earthquake, a.k.a. Luke Beige, a.k.a. Deadass Pool, a.k.a. Clarence from Cranbrook, a.k.a. Dreddy Kruger, Optimus Rhyme, Ghost in a Half Shell, Ninja Scroll and Chill, and R2D2 Chains.
Watch that little beat.
And always I am joined by
Hess Jones, a.k.a. the Afro Samurai, a.k.a. Black Blastoise Hydro Pumping Your Bitch, a.k.a. North End Naruto, a.k.a. Ash Killer, Cam Catcher, a.k.a. Debbie Cake Destroyer, a.k.a. Yaja Broby.
Yaja Broby.
And I go by the name of Bobby, a.k.a. Darth Hater, a.k.a. Obi, only one nigga know me, a.k.a. Weird Al Spanker Bitch, a.k.a. Bizarro Rondo, a.k.a. Nicolas Gage, a.k.a. Bastard Troy, a.k.a. Super Saiyan Bro.
So how y'all niggas doing? What's going on with y'all?
All right, y'all niggas hang over, though.
Yo,
Clearance from Clearwater real
Swish.
quick, though. Hold up. Clearance from Clearwater?
Well,
Serious.
Clearance from Clearwater?
That don't work.
Cranbrook. That's a
Cranbrook.
private school.
Word?
I live at home with both parents.
They got
And my
real
parents
nice-
have a real
real
good
nice
marriage. All right?
Alright. But yeah, I'm hungover right now.
Nah, but how y'all niggas Memorial Day? Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there.
True. Shout out to y'all.
If you listen on a Monday, if you're not, shout out to you. If you don't listen at all, fuck you, because you won't even hear this anyway.
Word.
But-
shout out to this 2-day weekend I got.
How y'all niggas weekend going so far?
I'm hungover as fuck right now.
What the fuck you was doing yesterday?
Drinking alone in my room, contemplating life.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. What the
I mean, yeah.
Why you by yourself, yo? Why you don't be calling nobody?
Because I don't know how to work a phone.
All right. How's your weekend, Bobby?
I ain't do shit.
Y'all niggas ain't do
I'm
shit.
good.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm way hung the fuck. Like, that shit didn't hit me till like 11 o'clock this morning. I went out last night. Yesterday, I went to a day party for my homegirl birthday. Shout out to my girl Raya. Yeah, and just got wasted off these fucking mimosas,
Most does.
and this rum punch. And we went to Harlem, matter of fact.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it
You
was,
been to Harlem?
yo, New York is different, B.
Yeah, there's
Like,
actually shit to do.
When it come to everything, like, New York is fucking different. Like, the way they party, the way they drink, the women there. Oh, my God, the motherfucking women.
And the bitches? Oh, Lord! The bitches!
Oh, word? It was
Nigga,
like that?
dog, if it was 300 women there, at least 223 ass I wanted to eat.
Damn.
It was a lot of them, nigga. And I don't even eat ass.
I don't know about eating strange ass.
Yo, I don't even eat ass, but yo, they was different breeds of women. It was all types of women. It was like African women. You had the Dominican women. You had like, it was some Asian bitch in there.
Where
that
they had
was
the
bad.
Dominicans?
Had mad island women. I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I had a fucking epiphany.
Uh-oh.
Like, for me to stay happy in my relationship,
You gotta cheat.
I just gotta stay home. Nah. I just gotta stay the fuck home, B. Cause it's just too much temptation out here. You know how like sometimes you like see a woman like, damn, I didn't know like beauty like that existed type of shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna put my dick in one of these women.
They had
Yeah.
some dumb Dominicans? That are dumb ones?
Yo, it
Like with the New York accent that don't know.
like
You grew up in America, but you don't speak English, right?
it was a bar full of Cardi B's.
Oh, yeah.
Like they just don't know how to talk, but they was bad as fuck.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Like not even moving, ass just shaking.
Jiggling.
No fucking reason.
The wind, nigga, the breeze.
Yeah, yo, for real, yo.
It's like,
It was 90 degrees the other day, yo. The sundresses, the outfits, the tank tops. It was like, yo, I'm gonna cheat on my girl if I go outside. So I'm just gonna stay home. But it was a good time. Came back to Bridgeport and it was some bullshit. I don't know why we went to Tiago's. Tiago's is like a death trap. It was literally like night and day.
Oh,
Like
bunch of Negroids.
Yo, like when I went to Harlem, like the ratio from men to women for like every one nigga, it had to be like 10 chicks.
Oh, word.
And then Tiago's was the complete opposite. Like for every one chick, it had to be like 12 niggas in there.
Trying to fuck the same chick.
Same ratchet ass ugly. Never mind, you know. We on iTunes, we on SoundCloud, we on Google Play, we on Stitcher. What else we on? I think that's it.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Oh, yeah.
3 Ninjas Podcast on Twitter.
Let's see.
3 Ninjas Podcast on Instagram. 3 Ninjas Podcast at gmail.com. Let's go ahead.
Page.
Yeah, we on Facebook as well. 3 Ninjas Podcast.
I can't see it.
Yeah, because
Bobby don't got
how the
Facebook.
fuck is you blocked off of the
I'm
internet?
blocked eternally.
Forever blocked.
You gotta be a wild nigga for them to be
Right.
looking at like
You
they
got
got
banished from the internet.
how you gotta
somewhere.
warn a person at fucking Facebook?
You see this nigga, don't let him get in the account.
You see this IP address pop up? Fuck him.
Hell yeah.
Block him.
As soon as I make it, it's done for me.
Yo, make it at somebody else's house.
Yeah,
I
for
can't
real.
want to do that. Man, I gotta go to another nigga's house just to do that.
Go to a library.
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't doing all that. Fuck that. Fuck Facebook. Kiss my ass.
Word. So let's go ahead and get to the questions real quick. Ash, what questions we got today?
So the first, because I think I'm gonna do 2 today. First question comes from Ice Shinobi 93. Shout out to you, dog, for writing this in.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Now that we're getting more Star Wars spin-offs, what is something you would like to see in the universe? I would like to see a movie set in the Old Republic with lots of lightsaber fights, basically like a martial arts movie. Thank you for your time. I'm a huge fan."
Shout out to you.
Mm.
Now, Bobby's the Star Wars fan,
expert.
so what you think, Bobby? What you want to see?
You know, by the sound of it, when he said Old Republic, I know exactly what he's looking
Knights
for.
of Old Republic.
Yeah, he's looking for the Old Republic. He's looking for the Revan story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which would be, I think, would be a good movie to do.
Yeah. He's looking for that. Like, I think that's the only dude. That's the only Jedi that actually went from the dark side to the light and didn't have his face fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this nigga did both and then came back unscathed. So I guess that's, you know, I would want to see that, but I don't think, you know, they kind of raped the fucking Skywalker shit so much. I don't think people want to really see new shit like that.
All the old motherfuckers want to see shit like that, like all that Skywalker shit or
Yeah,
whatever
all they
the
want to
case-
see is that. They stuck on that story.
Yeah, but I think the Old Republic would, because even if it's not like the story from the game, is like he was saying, it's kind of ripe for some type of story that doesn't have to involve the Skywalkers per se, and there's lots of Jedi, and there's gonna be Sith and all the other stuff that's going on. It takes place way before any of this other stuff, so you kind of have a fresh playground for the people to play in.
Mm-hmm.
So I would personally like to see that. I mean, I kind of want to see the Knights of the Old Republic story just because I think that would be cool, and you can like stretch that out to a couple of films before you make that final big reveal and all that shit. But
And it'll kind of explain a lot of shit. Like, I was up here before and I was talking about this. There's a lot of lore about Star Wars that they don't explain, and people just watching these movies don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, nobody knows why it's always only like a master and an apprentice with the Sith. Nobody knows that.
They got these books out, but they don't
Yeah, but
really.
nobody reads that
nobody
shit,
reads
man.
them shits, and them all's like unofficial shits. Like some third party writes them shits, and it's like, oh, this is what I, perceive or something like that.
yeah,
But I want to see like an origin story of like Yoda. I don't think I've ever seen that,
Mm-hmm.
and like yeah, so I want to see where he began, how he became, that nigga, little green nigga, just whooping ass everywhere. I want to see how like the dark side came to be, shit like that. It's nothing really big. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, so it's not much I want to see or much I can get into because I don't really know that much about it. But origin story from Yoda, some shit I want to see. Bitch, don't fucking on the show. That's my mom. Oh shit.
damn,
Sorry, mom. I love you.
damn.
I ain't know. I thought it was my girl texting me like, bitch, I'm doing a show.
You know I'm busy.
What was the other question? He asked, what Star Wars story will we want to see?
Yeah,
I want to see an Obi-Wan story.
Obi-Wan. Well, I think they're working on that. I saw something the other day, and it's supposedly working on a Lando story. We'll see what happens with that.
I don't think that Lando story gonna come through like that.
I don't know, but
You gotta
I
let.
don't know about that.
Why? Because of Donald Glover's star power? You think that's gonna
Nah, it's
make
not
it a thing now?
It's just him personally. Like, Man, we gonna get into it later, but yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
Cause Billy D almost dead, so you gotta do something quick. Like
Billy D ain't never gonna die.
Yo, yes, he will.
Yo, them Colt 45s is gonna keep him alive.
45.
Yo, niggas thought that Michael Jackson wasn't never gonna die.
He not dead.
Where he at?
Never Land.
Fuck you. Now what? Now we'll go ahead.
You know, Vern Troy died. We never talked about that.
Oh yeah, Vern Troy. Yeah, the little mini me dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, he died like 2 weeks ago. He committed suicide.
Oh, he's so...
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No.
Our next question comes from a kiss from Daddy.
Yo, we gotta fucking
Shit, man.
abbreviate that. So
AKD.
AKFD.
AKFD, what up, though?
What up, though?
What's your review of Pusha T's Daytona album? Y'all heard Drake's Duppy freestyle. Should other rappers stop trying to start smoke with Drake after he handled Meek and Pusha T?
Relax. He ain't handle Pusha like that. I mean, it was cute. It was nice.
He barred the nigga up.
He did bar that nigga up, but it wasn't no fucking ether takeover type shit.
It's better than both of those combined.
You. See, I'm gonna take that as hungover hash. I'm gonna take it as that.
Wait, do you really count Pusha's shit as a response though? That shit was more like a bait.
Nah, yo, they've been throwing shots at each other for like years and shit.
For a while.
Like on that Two Birds One Stone track, Drake says some shit.
Gave back to the city and never said it if I didn't live it, but still they try and tell you I'm not the realest. Like I'm some privileged kid that never sat through a prison visitor, like it was just handed to me tied with a ribbon. I never worked to get it. But really it's you with all the drug dealer stories. It's gotta stop though. You made a couple chops and now you think you Chapo. If you ask me though, you ain't lying in the trunk with kilos. You bagging weed, watching Pacino with all your again like this what we need to be on, but you never went live. You middleman in the bitch shit, boy, you was never them guys. I could tell, cause I look most of you dead in your eyes. And you'll be trying to sell that story for the rest of your lives. Can't show us where the cash is. Me, I don't judge, I'm just going off what the math is. Numbers inflated. They all look at me like, what have you done for me lately? I like your older bitch, but wasn't in love with the latest. Oh, baby, stop debating, I'm just a creative. My numbers out of this world, no wonder they got me feeling so alienated. You were the man on the moon, now you just go through your phases. Life of the angry and famous. Rap like I know I'm the greatest, then give you tropical flavor, still never been on hiatus. You stay zen and perked up, so when reality set in, you don't gotta face it. I'm down 200 in Vegas, but win at life on a daily basis. It seems like nobody wants to stay in my good graces. I'm like a real estate agent, putting you all in your places. Look what happens soon as you talk to me crazy. Is you crazy?
That was about Pusha. Pusha's like, oh, I got this nigga on this next album or whatever the case may be. But as far as the Daytona album, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was too short. You know, Pusha, I'm still hungry. You know, you gave me 7 tracks. Yeah. And I've been waiting since for 3 years, 4 years for another album. You gave me 7 fucking tracks. Come on, B. But it was a good album from top to bottom. I don't think it's one bad track. I don't think it's one track I'll skip. And I think I don't skip it just because it'll shorten the length of the album. So I don't want to do that.
Santeria.
Yeah, that shit's dope. As far as the Cuppy freestyle, Drake did bar that nigga to death.
Barred him.
He gave him a couple shots. You know, I was like, ooh, goddamn, oh shit. Start talking about his age, like nigga, you ain't Pablo Escobar, nigga, you ain't Griselda, motherfucker. Griselda. Yeah, y'all gotta leave that boy alone, Drake. Yo, Drake is gonna wind up being better than Hove. When it's all said and done. I ain't talking about lyrically or nothing like that, but he's gonna be known as like the best rapper.
He still got that ashes on his name, man.
And he still hasn't, to me, put out like a classic album.
He does. He doesn't.
I mean, the mixtape.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't have a classic album yet. From top to bottom, he doesn't. He doesn't have a consistently good album where it's like every song is like good.
Well, they're saying it's Take Care, but then I don't like that shit.
Take Care is good. I mean, So Far Gone is the best body of work.
So Far Gone is a classic, but
it's a mixtape.
That's not an album.
Yeah, that's the best body of work.
What the fuck is an album? I don't know. I don't understand.
Because So Far Gone don't have original beats on it, so he was rhyming on some other beats on some songs. Yeah. It's just it was originally a mixtape.
Oh wait, no, not that.
That nigga wasn't signed at that point.
Nothing was the same. What about that?
Nah,
no. It's good, but no.
I could do without maybe like 4 songs on that shit.
Which ones?
Off the top of my head, I gotta look at the track list. I got a computer right in front of me.
Like he put out good albums, but I don't know if anything's like a
What was the album?
classic.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
That's the
I love
Sky
Pound
Blue
Cake.
shit.
Pound Cake's dope.
Yeah,
shit.
that song is
Yeah.
good. But the album in general as a whole,
Yeah.
it's a good album. Don't get
Did
me
they
wrong.
have Worst up there?
Worse.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it is on there. Be on my worst behavior. Remember?
Let's see. That Wu-Tang Forever shit I could go without. Hold On, We're Going Home. That was cool, but then niggas played that shit out.
Yeah, that's the jam stuff.
305 in My City I could do without.
Yeah, that was alright.
It was a good
I like
song,
it.
but I can do without it. Furthest Thing. Tuscan Leather was hard. That shit was just too long though. Yeah. It's pretty much it. It's not a classic album.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that to me.
But did you hear Pusha album?
Yeah, I heard Daytona. I like it. That shit.
What about you, Bobby?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I only
I
listened
like
to
all
it
Pusha shit.
like once. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's Push.
Yeah, it's your Push by itself don't put out bad projects.
Hell
No.
yeah.
Now
I just need to know where the fuck he got all them drugs from.
yo, I don't know. I mean, ain't nothing else to do in Virginia.
I guess, but this nigga, some type of kingpin on the low, on the high.
Nah, like that nigga Drake said, nigga, it was your cousin, your brother, and you. So you just doing what you see. You just saying what you saw, not what you did.
Ooh.
That nigga,
Bar.
that nigga Drake got barred. I don't know why y'all be fucking with that nigga.
Because he was in a wheelchair once.
Now, what you think about the freestyle though?
I liked it.
Do you think it got pushed the fuck up out of here?
No.
Not all the way, because
By
off,
popular
it's Push.
standards.
Well, popular standards.
Nah, that's because niggas on Drake dick,
Yeah,
so
I
they
know.
would say that shit. But
Nah, but I mean, he definitely barred him up. Like, let's not, we can't. So I don't want to take
in a
no-
day too.
Yeah, and that's
Nigga came through same day. Like, all right, I got something for your ass.
so he either already had that in the tuck, like,
I don't think so.
or he just
nah,
really went at him.
because he was referencing shit from that
for the
the
album too.
So
Yeah, he had
I don't
the
know.
infrared line. You're right.
That nigga.
So that's what I'm saying. And this is the first time I think I've ever seen Drake really do something like that I can think of off the top of my head. Because usually he'll wait with his responses. I don't know if he's ever really just like fired back like the next day.
When he not the next day. I think with Meek it was like a couple of days or like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took. Okay, so he did it with the Meek stuff.
He let out Charged Up, and then he.
Oh yeah, that was real. Like
It was Charged Up, and then it was back to back, and I was like, oh,
Okay. Yeah, fucked him up with that back to back. Yeah, I don't know. See, that's and you know, I've been a fan of Drake since I discovered him. You know, before his first album came out.
Room for Improvement.
Yeah, like right
Comeback
around there.
season,
Yeah,
all
comeback
that shit,
season, all that
yeah,
stuff. I was a
yeah.
fan. I was listening to back then, so I've been a fan of his. And you know, everyone's favorite excuse was, "Oh, he was on Degrassi. He was on Degrassi. He was on Degrassi." But I was like, "Yeah, but the nigga
the
rhyming.
nigga can rap.
Yeah, like, the nigga can rap. Like, so I think people have forgotten, like, he can rap. Like, I mean, Ghost Rider maybe.
Nah, they
but-
just look at him as like the light skinned soft nigga that be singing the
But,
chicks all the
yeah,
time, but
but,
they
like,
forgot like, yo, when this
he
nigga
can
get in his
rap.
bag, he could get at
can
niggas.
rap.
Like he could fucking rap. Like niggas.
I
Yo,
love
y'all
9
got-
a.m. Dallas.
Yeah, that
9
shit's
a.m.
dope.
Dallas. I love that shit.
Yeah, so I think
Bought my first car to that shit.
it's like chilling.
Hell yeah, blasting that shit.
And then niggas be talking shit because he don't write. Like I don't think that Drake writes this shit either because for the amount of hits that he pumps out, it's no way in hell that one nigga can make all them fucking records. Like it's no way in hell.
So, but who was writing for him before? That's what I'm saying. Like,
you
They
know,
wasn't hits before. How many hits did he have before?
he didn't have that many, but he was spitting some
Like
shit.
Drake is a manufactured artist.
no, he's not.
Yes, he is. Like, there's no way in hell you can have this many hits, this many sing. Yo, we've never had a year consistently that we haven't heard Drake.
Because he's just nice.
That's fucking what. Yo, Hove hasn't done that.
Well, because Hove has nothing. No, let me stop.
You wild.
I was joking.
Hov has other business things though.
Yeah,
so
Hove
he
out
can't
in
really
the streets.
Yeah, but
consistently
you
be-
telling me Hove don't have the resources to be on the charts every single year?
Yeah, if
You know
you pay
what-
people, but he writes his own shit. Well, he thinks of his own shit.
Yo,
he doesn't
when
write
you
goddamn
have a
thing.
team behind you and you're manufacturing like, yeah, we gonna hit this demographic, that demographic. Niggas ain't trying to touch this one. And Drake says, yo, I'm hitting all these shits and I need help.
Nah.
There's no fucking way in hell that a nigga can come up with that, with the rhymes, the melodies, the hooks, all that shit by itself. There's no fucking way.
I guess the thing also, and this is a discussion that people need to, I think, sit down and try to figure out, is like, what do you consider not writing your own shit? Because I know for a fact there's people who are like artists who've been in a writing, and somebody's like, yo, what if you flip this line? He helped you flip that line, but did he write this whole rhyme for you?
It's different when you help a nigga with a bar than when you help a nigga with like 8 bars
Or
some
somebody,
shit.
or if somebody just give you a hook.
If
like,
you a hook is
I
cool.
don't,
Yeah,
I don't care
a hook
about
is
that.
cool, but if you gonna have a nigga write just 16, like, can you really? You're a fucking entertainer. You're not really a rapper.
Yeah.
but do we have proof that somebody wrote his 16?
You're not an artist.
Like
Who, Drake?
We got reference
no,
tracks.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
we got
forgot.
reference tracks.
No,
We got
yeah, I
all
forgot
types of
about
shit.
that, yeah.
But it's just the fact that
Mr. One Leg.
niggas want to keep like quote unquote the essence of hip hop. Like, nigga, once you get into the music business, there's no fucking like all that real shit. Keep that shit out the door. We trying to make money.
Word.
So Drake got the team. He got nigga that I like this melody. You do this. We gonna give it to Drake and we gonna make these motherfucking hits. I'm gonna kick y'all off for some money and then we gonna act like this shit never happened. But then niggas found out that it happened.
Because of Meek out here snitching on niggas.
Nah, but niggas was saying that shit beforehand because I was thinking that shit too, like before Meek even said it. But I'm not in the place. Who the fuck gonna listen to me?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, ain't no way in hell this nigga come up with this many fucking songs by himself.
Well, hook wise, I can see that. Bar wise, it depends because sometimes the hook is like the concept of the whole song, so it's kind of easy to write with that if you have experience with it. So
No, sometimes the hook don't be having nothing to do with the song.
that ain't no goddamn good song.
Yeah.
At least to
Gucci
me,
gang, Gucci
that's like a
gang, Gucci gang.
freestyle.
For real. Fucking what song recently didn't write the hook? Fucking All the Way Up. That nigga didn't write the hook for that shit.
Oh hell no!
They like, yo,
She ain't
somebody
had nothing to do with the hook.
somebody exactly like yo, somebody gave him that shit. Like, yo, I got an idea for this song. Listen.
Oh no!
Nothing can stop. It's like, I'm using it. Record it right now.
I hate that
yeah.
shit, man.
That shit. That
You don't
song.
like that song?
Nah, like being because I used to be a producer and shit. I used to hate that shit when you give somebody a hook to do something and they go completely off to the left. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you?
Like, I just
Nigga, you
gave
got the
you
concept
the,
right
yeah.
here.
I just gave you the shit, dog. Why'd you fuck it up?
But sometimes I could tell when Drake's spitting his own shit because he put some personal shit when nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, that shit. But
Bria from Starbucks down the
Yeah,
street.
like, I don't know. I
I
don't know
like
that.
your toes. I like your feet.
Mia from McDonald's gave me an extra nugget.
Word.
Nah, but like that manufactured hit shit, that's a real thing. Cause like everybody wants to keep like the essence of hip hop. Like, oh, you gotta write all your bars. Like, and these are the most non-successful artists. But if you want to be successful in music, keep that shit out the door, nigga. We trying to make money and hits over here.
I want to say that's not
I
true.
don't know what
but
you niggas trying to do.
Like
Like,
that's true.
like how many artists do you know get in the game to just I want to keep the essence of hip hop, and then they live in the hood still.
Rap man.
And that nigga don't live in the hood.
Yeah, you seen Timmy Cribs?
That nigga, that's one of his houses.
That's his house.
That's one of his houses.
But he lived
I'm
there.
pretty sure Redman don't live in that same. Yo,
I think he still has that house.
Redman, he probably does still have, but he has another house that he goes to.
I
Like,
hope so.
that's his weekend house. Like, yo, I'm about to go to the hood real quick.
Gotta get that
Sugar
energy.
bear on the floor.
Get the energy. Get the energy back.
Exactly. You gotta get that. Sometimes you gotta go back home and get grounded real quick. But
Like, I'm trying to rack my brain to think. There's got to be somebody who's like, I feel like kept it real and actually
is successful.
is successful. But all the
mean-
rappers I'm thinking about aren't super successful,
I'm telling yo, you're not
That's
gonna
what it
reach
is. There
that
you go.
pinnacle unless you
Yeah.
have some type of help.
except for like Jay-Z.
Yeah, I believe that because he writes all the shit in his head. So Jay-Z could write some shit in his head, spit it to you, and niggas be like, I
Well,
don't like that one,
what about-
and he'll redo it.
What about Kendrick? You don't think Kendrick out
Kendrick,
here or Cole or one of these niggas?
I feel like
no, because Cole works in like isolation, so I don't think anybody helps him. If it is, we don't know it yet. Kendrick, I'm not sure. That nigga's, I don't know. That nigga read mad books. I don't know.
Yeah, so, I mean, and they're both
That nigga seem like he just keep a thesaurus by him at all times.
probably, they're both like highly successful, and I feel like, and they're from the same like school as Drake, but
Yeah, but you know when you talking about hits, like the international hits that Drake's had,
Yeah, that's the
like that
difference.
nice for what shit. That shit ain't going nowhere this summer.
Yeah.
That shit's been playing since like March.
I know.
That shit ain't going nowhere yet. That shit still ain't cool down. Yo, when they played that shit yesterday and them bitches started shaking their ass, I said, oh yes, I'm with this shit. Whatever, yo, whatever get their ass moving, I'm with. And Drake be making that music.
Yeah, I was gonna say like J. Cole out here, but he not.
Nah,
They're
Drake.
not playing him on the radio wild crazy. He's not like.
Don't listen to J. Cole and drive. You'll fucking kill yourself. You might fall asleep.
Oh, I forgot you don't like J. Cole.
I love J.
born?
Cole.
Uh,
I'm a J. Cole fan. Like, yo, I hate when niggas do that shit. Like, you can't give constructive criticism about somebody. Everybody just thinks you hate them.
oh yeah,
I just don't think that it's boring.
they want you to be cliquish.
Nigga, you like Joe Budden. That's mad depressive music.
Yo, first off,
you
Joseph Budden.
like a certain type of artist. So
I mean, first off, Joe Budden spit bars.
he does have
Yeah, he
bars.
does.
He got bars on bars. So I respect That nigga gangster.
But when the last time you listened to a Joe Budden song and then want to like knife yourself?
It depends. If he
Depends
was
on the
tryna-
song.
Yeah, this
I'll
nigga-
just listen to was it Ordinary Love Shit number 3?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't want to knife myself to that. That's aggressive. That's,
Yeah, you want to knife the bitch though.
Well, you said myself.
I mean, hey,
Listen,
it is.
sometimes you gotta be sad.
But in a Pusha Drake
Nah,
battle,
I
who you
don't want
got?
So wait, what are you asking? Like who do I think has the better rhyme skills, or who's gonna
Drake
win it?
Pusha beef. Who's gonna come with the most? Who's gonna bar who to death? Like who you think when the next song come out? Who's gonna bar who to death? Like who's gonna ultimately win this battle?
So I think those are two different questions. For me, who I think is gonna win the question, win is gonna be Drake, just because he's more popular.
Yeah.
But I feel like Pusha. I don't know. I gotta go back, but I feel like Pusha is better lyrically.
Because Drake can't do that same shit he did to Meek with that back-to-back shit. You
Yeah,
gonna have
he
to
can't.
bar Meek. I mean, you got to bar Pusha to death. Like you gotta fuck all that coke flow. Like you gotta dig up some shit like from like first grade on Push.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Drake gonna win because he's popular though.
Yeah.
But I think Pusha gonna bar that nigga up if he really puts his heart and soul to it, because Push can rhyme.
Push that nigga, man. What you think, Bobby? This shit is so comfortable.
I know, too
Yeah, I know, right?
comfortable.
Just sunk
Holy
right into
shit,
this
yes.
Gotta put that table back, Jig.
Scoliosis wake you up, nigga.
I'm going with Drake just because I like the wittiness.
Mm,
I like the wittiness.
niggas
Like,
don't got no faith in Push.
nah, I
No,
don't,
I
it's,
do.
it's
I
not
think
that.
he
I'm
gonna
not.
bar 'em
I don't think he's gonna
Nigga been
destroy
holding
it.
y'all down
Like-
for 15 summers.
Nah, I don't think
Niggas
he's
ain't got no
gonna.
faith in Push.
He ain't going to
Yeah.
destroy him. Like they ain't
You
like they
crazy.
ain't. Drake
Push
is gonna
gon-
destroy Pusha.
Push gonna kill that nigga.
Okay. Nah, unless he bring up some dirt shit.
Yo,
Like
Push
what's-
gonna kill that nigga. Lyrically.
Yeah, Push gonna bar him.
Drake might have a catchier song, but Push gonna bar that nigga
Push
to
gonna bar him,
death.
but is anybody gonna care? That's my point.
Like this is the
Push
beef
gonna
that niggas
bar
been
him.
waiting on.
Nah, that's not the beef.
I don't want to hear about no kilos.
That's all he got is kilos.
You
nigga.
white like kilos. I don't want to hear that.
Nah,
I don't want to hear that.
that's like Meek and his rollie.
Sometimes you just gotta throw the thing in.
Got
It's
the
important,
rollie on
yo.
my wrist.
Nah, chill. Nah, y'all. All
I
right,
don't want to hear that.
yo, Push. I got you, B.
Push gonna bar him, but Drake gonna win.
Y'all niggas
Drake got
wild.
bitches on the side, so
It don't. Yo, this is hip hop. We ain't talking about bitches
Yeah, but
right now.
niggas
We ain't
don't
talking
care.
about hits. We talking about bars right now.
Hip hop is dying. Niggas don't care about bars no more.
You what?
If you got Little Pump,
All right, man. Moving on. I'm not
6ix9ine,
the blicky guy.
all these all Little Baby,
Them
who the
niggas-
fuck is that?
Them
I don't know
niggas-
who that
them
is.
niggas are fleeting.
Are you sure?
They're not gonna be here that much longer.
Yeah, but then there'll be a next nigga in
2
their
summers
place.
from now, you won't know who the fuck they are.
Then it'll be a next nigga in their place.
Okay, cool.
And then it'll be like what Kendrick, J. Cole. Like it'll still be 2 niggas on the top, but
Be a Lil
they'll
Pump,
always
Lil
be.
Xan.
But we recognize who the real MCs are. These
Yeah,
little
but
niggas
that
come
doesn't
in and
matter.
get their money, then they gonna go away.
That doesn't matter. It'll be main.
Lil Yacht.
Just like J. Cole said it in 1985, nigga.
But have you ever thought about your impact? These white kids love that you don't give a fuck, cause that's exactly what's expected when your skin black. They wanna see you dab, they wanna see you pop a pill, they wanna see you tatted from your face to your heels. And somewhere deep down, fuck it, I gotta keep it real. They wanna be black and think your song is how it feels. So when you turn up, you see them turning up too. You hit the next city, collect your money when it's due. You getting that paper, swimming in bitches, I don't blame you. You ain't thinking about the people that's looking like me and you. True, you got better shit to do. You could've bought a crib with all that bread that you done blew. I know you think this type of revenue is never ending, but I wanna take a minute just to tell you that ain't true. One day them kids that's listening gon' grow up and get too old for that shit that made you blow up. Now your show's looking light cause they don't show up, which unfortunately means the money slow up.
15 years from now, when your audience grow up, no, nigga, I don't want to pop no Zans.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, 'cause you do. Depressive ass nigga.
Where the fuck I'm gonna get a Xanax
I
from?
don't know. I don't know your life, nigga. I don't know who you know. You be knowing plugs.
I ran off on the plug twice,
That's
nigga.
it. Shout out to Push, man.
Ugh.
All right, so look, let's get into these topics real quick.
Oh, shit.
So, let's knock these reviews out the way. So let's go to Deadpool 2, something that we all saw, right? So what y'all think about Deadpool, man?
It was cool, but it was like I think it hit the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 thing where they like try to like do too much.
Really?
Everything
But I
was a
like
joke,
that.
But I liked it, and it works for the character. But I feel like it was like joke. Like
You ever read a Deadpool comic? That
no,
shit is
It's
exactly like
exactly
that.
like that. Is that maybe that's why?
That shit is.
So when I said that shit last episode, where I was like, yo, it's gonna be joke, no serious point.
Yeah.
niggas got
It
on me about
was.
that.
No,
Like,
it was.
It had a couple serious
was.
points.
No, actually, it was really kind of serious.
That nigga bitch died. I felt that shit.
I was like,
Mhm.
I was like,
"Whoa."
man, they killed her. And I was like, yo, how you gonna kill the sexy bitch?
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh,
Will. That movie came out 3 weeks ago. It was your fault. if you don't know.
that nigga's
fuck that
wild.
shit.
But yeah, no, it was a good movie, and it was funny, and I liked the characters. And shout out to Zazie Beetz for being sexy.
Yo, for real. Yo, you was right about Juggernaut too.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
Juggernaut?
Yeah, as soon as I saw that shit, I was like, fucking Bobby.
I'm just mad he didn't say I'm the Juggernaut bitch.
Yo, for
yeah,
real, that's the only thing I wanted.
That nigga was huge as shit.
I know that
Yeah,
was
I was-
good.
I was like, how the fuck they gonna do Juggernaut?
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
need to be-
oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
he need to be
CGI.
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 He need to be CGI at this point.
I like that. I'm mad they killed him.
Crazy. Nah,
They
he
didn't
got
kill
up.
him.
He got up. You ain't
Yeah.
see it?
Nah.
This nigga got up.
Oh, was that like the end credit thing?
Nah, like he got up when they was walking away. He got up. You ain't see him in the
Yeah.
water get up?
Yeah, he was in the background, like the blurry ass black
Oh,
background.
nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Nothing
nigga.
can stop the Juggernaut.
Yeah,
You know
Well,
that?
that's what I'm saying.
Juggernaut.
Well, that's what I was like.
You thought a
damn,
cable up the ass was gonna stop this nigga?
Yo,
Thought it did.
funniest part in that movie is when all them niggas died jumping out
Yeah.
the plane.
That's what-
Yo,
They hyped
when-
up the team and they killed the whole
kill
team.
all them niggas.
I was dying.
Yo.
Sugar Bear. Or
Yo.
was he called a nigga? Yeah, Sugar Bear. I think
Was
it
that was that Brad Pitt?
Yeah, it was.
That was?
Who was Brad Pitt? Oh,
Yo,
the
fucking
Invisible-
Invisible Man.
nigga.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
when he got
shit.
shocked, you saw his face like it's fucking Brad Pitt.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And then you saw the X-Men for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
I like this movie. Like I enjoyed this movie more than Avengers, but Avengers is a better movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to y'all,
No, it makes sense.
Nah, that makes sense.
but I definitely went to the movie with
'Cause
not
it's-
low expectations,
Yeah.
but just like, all right, so this shit gonna be wild. Like that shit was funny from jump.
Yeah.
Like, when
Yeah,
it had
it
like
was.
the fucking wind up thing, and it had Logan on it.
Oh, yeah. And it was,
That shit.
Yeah, the little
And
dead
then
toy.
he was breaking the fourth wall the whole time. And then the after credit shit where he went back in time and
trying to
fuck
fix
yo
it.
Yeah.
when he shot himself playing Green Lantern and all
I
that
was
shit. And then
like,
he
yeah.
shot the fucking
The Wolverine's origin, Deadpool.
Yeah,
Yo, I
it
can't
was
watch
like,
that movie no more
doosh,
after that.
doosh,
dog. He shot him mad
He
times.
was like, yeah, we just gonna pretend this never
Never
fucking
happened. I was with it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one part was funny was Black Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Tom. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
fucking Cable killed Black Tom. He's like, you
You
killed
ru-
Black Tom, you
you
fucking
racist."
racist. That shit
Dude
was
is
funny.
clearly white.
Nah, it was a good ass movie.
Yeah,
What would you give it like 1 out of 10?
I'm gonna hit it with like a 7.5.
Damn.
Really, that low?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
I like this shit better than the first one.
I
if
give it an 8. I
Yeah,
say.
if I gave the shit, I gave the first one an 8. I give this shit like an 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it had way more superheroes, and basically them having a Juggernaut in it. That shit was like, okay,
Yeah, that was cool.
that looks like the Juggernaut. That
It was
motherfucker
mad action in
fucking
this shit.
huge. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
And matter of fact, in the beginning, he killed like fucking 100 niggas.
Yeah, he's murking
He
everything.
murking everybody.
Yeah.
What else?
Fucking
What else
about
happened in the
that
fucking movie?
It was a lot of pedophile jokes flying around.
It was a lot of jokes that I don't think niggas got because I didn't go see it again.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
I don't remember off the top of my head because you know niggas got lives and shit. But it was a lot of things, and I was like, oh,
Oh, damn.
it's not really child appropriate.
Well, it's a rated R movie. If you brought your kids to this
Shit.
movie, you're a fucking horrible parent.
I know, right?
I saw the day it came out, and the theater was
Mad little
empty.
kids. Oh,
Nah,
good.
that
It
shit, that
was?
shit was empty. I went to go see that like 10 o'clock at
Oh,
night.
okay.
It came out like that Thursday, so I went to go see it like after I did something that night. I was like, all right, let me go catch this shit. I ain't got nothing to do in the morning. So, you know, just went and saw it. Empty theater, reclining seats. Yo, that reclining seat shit's the devil.
Yeah,
Yep,
it was.
especially at night. I fuck,
Dog.
I saw Deadpool twice and I fell asleep the second time. 'Cause it was
yeah,
reclining.
yeah, I know what happens here.
Yeah, I passed out.
Word. So, you give it a 7.5. I give it an 8. Robbie give it an 8.5.
What do you think about that Celine Dion song?
Yo, that shit.
That's just fire. That's
Damn beauty
Yo,
come out of ashes.
Yo,
Lit, nigga.
straight Titanic.
Yo,
My girl thought it was Cher. I was like, nah, that yodeling, nah,
Right,
that's
yodel.
Celine Dion.
yo, when that nigga playing that shit, I was like, Celine Dion, Deadpool. I want to watch that shit. Then I watched the video. I was like, oh,
That shit is
that
funny
shit
as
lit,
fuck, man.
nigga.
That's how that song.
Everything is an 11.
Then at
right?
the end, he was like, yeah, it's 11. Tone it down.
Like,
Tone it down, Celine.
It's a
Nah,
Deadpool
everything's
movie.
11.
You just got a 5? He's
Nah,
like,
that's-
no. Yo, Celine Dion ain't playing with you bitches,
Hell
yo.
yeah. Did you catch the 007 intro they did?
Yeah, I saw that shit too. Yeah.
Mad people didn't catch that shit.
Yo,
I was sitting there cracking up.
I was yo
The which one?
at the beginning of Deadpool.
It's like 007. Like
007 type montage and shit at the beginning.
That
My
shit
bad,
was hot.
I was reading the question.
Yeah, that shit was. What else happened in that movie?
Killed the whole team.
Killed the
Fucking
whole
little
team.
Fire Fist was throwing a little fire.
What y'all think of Cable?
Cable was cool.
Cable was good.
It was cool.
I like Josh Brolin as Cable.
Yeah, that nigga act his ass off. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Fucking
Nigga-
Thanos, man.
You know what's the funniest part? Like,
And they
when
said that too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the stuff I like. They said that he called him Thanos.
Yeah,
And, and then he hit Juggernaut with the Hulk line. Like,
Mad
like,
DC
like, He
shade.
was like, "Hey, big guy, the sun's getting real low." He didn't want that shit. Dying when he did that shit.
Mad DC shit.
yeah. They
Oh,
said,
yeah.
they
Who
did
are
some
you?
DC shit in
I'm
there.
Batman.
Oh, Batman. Yeah, he said that shit. Yo.
That shit was funny as fuck, man.
Oh man.
Man. That's
what
why I
else?
like Deadpool, cause like he hits you with like mad sarcastic shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like it really don't be like a movie. Like it just be like, yo, what's going on in the world like right now? Like DC sucks movie wise. So now we gonna talk about that. You Thanos and Cable nigga word. That's what you doing? Just gonna grab up all the money.
For real.
What else? I think that's it. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty much the movie. He just saved the kid and became a good guy.
Yeah, a nigga reverse time and said, you know what? Just gonna, I'll be back, baby.
What y'all think?
That nigga wanted to die. That shit
Do we think
crazy.
that's,
Yeah,
do we
he
think
did.
that's permanent stuff that's
happened? Nah.
So that was just for the jokes.
Nah,
Yeah,
just for
yeah,
the
yeah.
jokes.
So she's still gonna stay dead in Deadpool 3.
Yeah. You know what? I want to see
Probably.
the third one.
Damn.
I want to see fucking Logan one more time. In the third Deadpool, I want to see. I don't know why I want to see that. I want to see that.
Well,
for
by
some
the
reason.
time we get that, this deal will probably be through. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll figure out. So
wanna see
maybe
that shit.
it might not be Hugh Jackman.
Man,
I
niggas
wanna
come
see
back
Hugh
all the
Jackman.
time. Man, he'll be back.
Oh, he'll definitely be back. He's definitely gonna pull a cameo if we get this deal popping. I don't give a fuck.
And then and you got to do it quick because Hugh Jackman ain't getting no fucking younger.
Yeah.
Because that's Wolverine for niggas. Like, there's no one that you can put in that place to be Wolverine. Like, I don't think there's another actor that can play Wolverine.
I'm sure there's somebody out there. I just can't think of who it is off the top.
No,
of my
that's
head right now.
Wolverine. Once you see certain actors in a role,
That's their
that's
role.
them. Like that's them.
Mm.
Like Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool now.
For now, until they replace him.
Fucking Professor X. That nigga been looking like Professor X.
I mean,
Since forever.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick
Yeah,
Stewart, yeah.
Since Star Trek, he was fucking Professor X. Nah, but you say that now because we haven't, we were still in the time. But like,
Yeah.
look at James Bond. They had like mad James Bonds. I'm sure when the first movie they made is
Yo,
like, no,
was it Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't the
Oh
first.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yo, you can't when he plays another role, I can't.
Yeah,
I
he's still
just
James
see him
Bond.
as James Bond. Like it's
Yeah.
no other way.
James Bond.
Like, is it hard for you to see actors in other roles and after they play in an iconic role to see them in something else?
Sometimes.
A little bit, but for me, I know because I always feel bad when like actors and stuff they kind of get pigeonholed and stuff and certain stuff. So it's like you can't like let them shine, let them do something different. Like you're not always gonna be this character that you played at one time. So I try to not have that, but it's always in the back of your mind. It's like, oh, that's fucking this dude from this thing. Why is this guy acting like completely different? Like it's weird. It's hard to like. It's hard to like detach yourself from that, especially if it's something you really enjoyed or you really liked, and they're like, "That's what you recognize them from." It's kind of hard to detach.
It's like
them
when
from that.
fucking Cole was in the TLC movie.
Yeah, like that nigga
I was like,
Cole.
"It's Cole. Where Big Shirley?"
Remember when Cole was in the TLC on a fucking VH1?
I didn't
yeah.
watch that.
Oh,
Good.
yeah. That wasn't bad.
But like you can't replace certain like Tony Stark. Like that's Robert Downey right now. Like even though he plays a lot of good roles, like
Yeah.
I could see him play some other shit. Like when he was in Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah. Oh,
my
that
God.
shit was funny.
Can't go full retard.
Yeah.
Yo,
That nigga, dude.
you know how good of an actor you have to be.
Yo,
to
he
do-
played a black dude the whole
And nobody got mad.
Nobody.
Nobody got
I mean, people
mad.
got mad, but
Dog.
like it didn't end his career.
I didn't see it. That shit
Oh,
was
no,
so funny.
No, those people were mad. But
Man, that shit overshadowed everything.
Yeah,
that
but
shit
it didn't
was
end
too
his
funny.
Yeah, the movie was funny and the role was funny, and it didn't end his career.
For 400 years.
Yeah.
It's a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Fuck it,
You know
Tropic
Jefferson's nigga.
Just because say it doesn't mean no, not true. That's just funny.
Nah, but
that.
like
I forgot
a
about
lot of
that.
times when I see certain actors like Thor, like when I see him playing other shit, I'm like, yo, that's
Yeah, it's
Thor.
Thor.
Like that you can't really, like you're Thor. Like all you should play is Thor. Like that's the because I don't think he's a good actor outside of Thor.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he's
it's
not.
hard when you don't get
Like,
established.
Captain America, that's you, nigga. I mean, we forgot about the Fantastic Four shit. We just
Yeah.
gonna put that in the
It's
past.
gonna burn, yeah.
You are Captain America now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't get established in something else before they become something super iconic, I think it's a lot harder to detach them from that. Like Denzel been in a whole bunch of different fucking movies.
Yeah,
so,
but that's
like,
Denzel.
No, but I'm just saying, like there's certain actors where you can be in a whole bunch of shit and be in something like super popular, and I think you're okay with them doing other things. It's harder if the first thing we know you from is this one thing, and then you try to do something different. It's like, nah, man, this is what we know. Like I didn't know about Hugh Jackman until X-Men.
Wolverine,
Yeah,
yeah.
Even though he was in other stuff.
Swordsfish. He was in Swordsfish.
Yeah, but who fucking remembers Swordfish
Nobody.
except for the Halle Berry part?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of like Bruce Willis too. Like this, like he can't be in a movie where he's like serious. Like he has to shoot somebody.
Yeah,
Sixth Sense was good.
He died in that one. Yo,
He
every
got shot.
movie Will
there's
Will
guns
Smith,
in there.
every movie that Bruce Willis is in, he has to be bloody. Every movie he's in, he's bloody.
Wait, he wasn't bloody in
Well,
Unbreakable.
'cause
Yes, he was.
No, he
couldn't-
wasn't. He can't get bloody. He can't get hurt.
No, didn't at some point didn't he
No,
give
Unbreakable.
Sam Jackson blood or some shit?
Nah, he can't get hurt.
I think he got bruised. That nigga, yo,
Nah, he can't bleed.
He just
can't
can't
get hurt.
swim though.
Yeah, that.
Drown that motherfucker.
who else? It's like
This
it's
nigga ain't
just
tough.
certain actors I can't see playing other shit. Like they just stuck in that role in my mind.
Yeah, I mean this show's loud.
Like Kevin Hart can't do a serious role.
no, hell
like,
no.
he could.
He
just
could,
not-
but you won't take him serious.
Nah.
It depends on unless he. Well, that's not true because people say that shit all the time. But Adam Sandler's done it.
You can't.
That's different.
You've taken Adam's
Adam Sandler.
Sandler serious.
Yeah, what was that movie? Punch Drunk Love. He did. And then, like no, I'm saying Robin Williams did it,
Robin Williams is different.
and he was
That's
a
whole
comedic
different.
actor.
That's a whole different.
He was depressed.
Yes.
That nigga's depressed.
What does that
as fuck.
mean?
His
Nah.
acting range is like fluctuating.
How you know Kevin Hart depressed? He got
Nah,
caught
this
cheating.
nigga happy
Nah.
as fuck.
That nigga
He got
cool.
caught cheating.
And his bitch took him back. He's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, you right.
Yep. Cheated twice.
Twice.
Two
He
wives.
ran off the. He did.
Yeah.
do that.
That's why you can't go outside, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like, yo, it's bitches out there and they look mad good. Yeah, I pray I never get like famous. Like everybody know me famous. Like nah.
Nigga.
What? Can't
Nigga.
wait.
Yeah, I'm telling my bitch off rip like, yo, baby,
Listen.
we gotta break up.
Nigga, my DM one time.
I'm
like,
getting this pussy.
yo, this bitch hit me up in the DM talking about something. I'm your biggest fan. She looked bad as fuck. I'm like,
Oh,
God
damn.
damn. Fuck.
Why I had to be faithful?
Puerto
See,
Rican chick.
Oh, yeah, you fucked up.
See,
I
famous.
fucked
You just famous.
up. Yeah.
You could do that and just like one off that.
yeah.
Yeah, but
He talking about that Brad Pitt level of fame.
Yeah, where you just like can't go no fucking where like Drake.
nah, Michael B. Jordan fame.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
fuck that.
his DMs gotta look filthy.
Crazy as fuck.
Disgusting.
I'll eat your butt.
For yo,
Fucking, I paid
What?
anything. I paid.
What?
Nah, fucking the Charlamagne the
Charlamagne
guy's
assistant.
assistant talking about want to eat the nigga butthole. She's like, I don't eat butt, but I eat Michael B. Jordan's butt. I
Right?
was like, damn.
I want to get that famous.
Yo, you seen Little Duval shit? Little Duval was like, he posted a DM with some chick. She was like, yo, she said she wanted to eat my butt. She didn't look bad. I'm like, Little Duval or Little Big Head,
Yo.
that nigga.
Yo, when you famous,
I
it's a whole
can't. I
nother.
can't get famous because I'm gonna test these waters, my nigga. You ain't gonna. I don't know what I can do. I can't say no. It's hard. You ever try to say no to pussy? It's hard.
I mean,
Like how often as men do you get pussy thrown at you?
like never.
Exactly. We always on the chase.
That shit is
It's
random.
always no. And then when you get pussy thrown at you, it's like, huh?
Yeah, it's like random.
Well, thank you.
It's like a free fucking meal. It's like, oh, thank you.
I get cheeseburger.
I got a
and
story.
fries and a milkshake. Oh shit! I want to hear Bobby's
I
story.
got a story. Because I got a story about a lot of shit.
Bobby's stories be
living.
ill.
I just be living. Like, I was at this bar one time,
Yeah, you
right?
were.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
So I'm chilling, whatever, drinking my shit, and then this white chick pulled up. Whatever. I'm like, okay, all right. And then she just started asking me questions. Oh, you got a girl? You got a girl? She was with this other Puerto Rican chick. I was like, yeah. She was like, I told you. And then she was like, how faithful are you? I was like, fuck.
What time is it?
Yeah, that shit happened to me not too long ago with this white chick. She rolled up on me out of nowhere. Like,
That's the one who wanted to touch your hair.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's the
think
one. I was like, jeez, yo, she was cute too. But then I found out she was like the girlfriend of the owner.
So
Dog, it was like, yo, I can't.
free bear, nigga.
No, my nigga, because I'd have took it down right there. It was like,
Yeah.
it was mad free time. The nigga was busy. It was an event going on. I'd have took it down somewhere like easy.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want pussy that easy. It's just like, you drunk and I'm the only black person there. Now I just look like the fucking forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Nah,
That's what it is. It's taboo.
I mean, she was looking good though.
So that's some chocolate, nigga.
fucking
Could've
whitey.
White people are
I
weird.
ain't chocolate, nigga. I'm
White
like a-
people are so weird, man.
They really are.
They're weird.
What?
Shout
You
out
know,
to y'all
every-
that listen, but it's a lot of white people that are off
Why
their
y'all
rock.
hate
Yo,
white
yo,
people?
No, I
love
don't.
Yo,
nah, not
this-
by a long shot. I
this-
love
white
white
people.
people.
Yo, this is the thing about white people. Every time a white dude call me handsome, I think he want me to fuck his wife.
What? That
Nigga.
nigga's a cuck.
That happens?
Every time a white dude calls me handsome, I think he want to fuck his wife. That shit
Alright,
happened
so
happened
let's-
to me on
alright.
3 occasions.
All right, so let's examine this, right? Let's just break this down.
Break it down.
So you be in places where men be calling you handsome,
Yeah.
and you keep going back to these places.
I don't go back to the places. It's just at
So it's
random.
like three
man.
random occur. Okay, Bobby.
Three random in my life. 3 random occurrences. Motherfuckers be wanting me to fuck their wife.
So why don't you fuck their wife then?
Exactly.
No, I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Why not?
I respect marriage. That's why.
Who
But
respects
he
marriage?
don't
I
respect his
do.
fucking marriage, nigga.
Okay,
He
that's
don't
it.
respect it.
But if they're in a committed relationship and he's a cuck, then you're not disrespecting.
Yeah.
You're not disrespecting
That's
the
so
marriage.
offensive.
Shout out to the cucks. Nigga's a
Yeah,
cuck.
and cuck's a
That sounds
cuckold.
offensive. That's offensive as fuck.
How is it offensive? It's a
He
term.
He likes to watch his wife get railed out by some Negroes.
By some fucking nigger.
Yeah, she likes black cock.
Exactly.
I tamed her. That's what it is. I tamed her to do it. Yeah.
See,
See how she's riding it? Yep.
you should have been happy
That's
to
my
oblige.
Becky. That's my Becky right
You
there.
could have been the reason their marriage worked.
That's my-
Yes.
Yep.
You could have kept their marriage together.
Nah, I can't do that.
Now they had to get
Nah,
divorced
that's
because
just
she couldn't
weird.
get no
And
black
this
dick.
nigga just watching in the fucking shadows.
Just in the corner.
I'd have been tearing his wife ass up.
Nah,
Nigga.
man.
I'd have been fucking.
Wait.
I'd have put her in mad awkward position.
No, like-
I'd have put my foot on her head.
In all
I'd have
seriousness,
did mad where she what's that poor nigga that be talking wild shit? That nigga be spitting in rhymes
Wesley
and shit.
Pipes.
Wesley Pipes, that's my nigga.
Be like Chris Tucker. This is what you want? Huh?
so wait, you could really do that though?
What?
Yeah.
Like,
In real life, like no, I'm saying.
No, this shit happens. I'm not bullshitting.
No. I know that shit happens, but say, would you really do that? Like, fuck some dude's
I can't do it.
wife
I can't do it, man.
while he's in the room watching you
I can't
fuck.
do it, man.
Dog, I'm putting on a performance. I'm putting on oil.
Matt Johnson.
I'm doing squats. I'm stretching all that shit.
Hit it,
And I'm railing that bitch.
yeah, hit it with the nigga squat.
Dog, hit the old nigga squat. Yo, I'm putting my boot on her head, nigga.
Where the Tims?
Yo,
That's
where
what
the
that's the racist shit they gonna say. Hey, where the Tims? What?
Tim's in a do-rag.
Yeah, where
I'm gonna spit in your mouth and call me Timmy, bitch.
Oh,
I'm doing mad weird shit I don't do to nobody else. Like mad shit that I seen that I know I can't do to normal bitches.
It's like I don't normally do this, but tonight,
Put that bitch in a Boston crab. And you like that shit? No, fuck it. You like it over there, sir? Nigga just over there beating.
Yeah. What's your name, Devontae?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if you fucking happen to just glance over, you just see that nigga
This
just
nigga
Jay
just
jerking
looking.
it.
Like, who's your master now, bitch? Who's your master now, bitch? You ever seen the Django?
The D is silent.
The D is silent.
D's in your bed.
How the D's in? I'm Django. D's in your bitch.
Oh, goddamn. How you even get here?
I don't
Nigga.
know. Han Solo.
Shit happens.
I think Bobby's the only one who saw it, right?
Yeah, Bobby the only one
Yeah,
that
I
saw
did.
that shit because
So-
I died.
I was, yeah.
So I gotta talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so how was Han Solo? Because like the review I saw on Rotten Tomato, I think it got like a 71.
71. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Is it
Yeah,
worth?
that's kind of the same way I felt about it. I'm a Han Solo fan, so the character that got to play this motherfucker, I wasn't feeling it from him. It was like this nigga was just like some off shit. I was like, yo, you didn't take nothing from Harrison Ford.
He's an off-brand Han Solo.
Yeah, he just did his own thing. It's like he just took the role and did his own fucking thing. That goes back to the thing where we were saying, can we see other people in the place of the actors after they basically disbanded the shit? But I didn't see Han Solo for him.
Yeah.
But Lando, that nigga killed that shit.
Of course,
Fucking
Donald Glover.
Donald
man.
Glover killed that shit. He did that shit better than fucking Billy D.
Don't disrespect
Really?
Billy D. and his
He did that shit better than Billy
I
D. nigga.
mean, Donald Glover is some type of alien. He's like the next wave of like great actor to come out.
Renaissance man,
But better than Billy D. Well,
He did that shit better than Billy D.
Billy D only had
a lot of
a half a movie though. To be fair,
He didn't have the permit, so I was
Yo.
feeling it.
to Donald Glover's credit, a lot of movies that we hold in high regard, like from like the 80s and 90s, are really fucking trash.
see,
What? Which
Like
ones?
a lot of movies, like you know how
they don't
you.
hold up.
It's
to
like nostalgia factor that makes you like a lot of these movies when like a lot of these movies are really fucking trash.
It depends on what
like
you're
Double
talking about.
Dragon.
Oh, that shit was trash. I
That
don't
shit
know.
was trash from Rip. I don't know what you talking
Yeah,
about.
the medallions was lit.
Like-
No, it wasn't.
Like Belly is trash, my nigga.
Yeah, I ain't never liked that
Belly
movie.
Belly is trash.
I have to go back. I haven't rewatched Belly in a very, 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 very.
Killer
very,
Season
very,
is
very,
trash.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
I don't know why y'all
He
like
slapped
that.
that little girl.
He and spit on him.
Yeah, it's pissed on
That can't
somebody.
be trash.
Fucking what else? What other movie is trash? It's a hood classic that's trash. Fuck, can't think of it right now.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood is kind of trash.
What?
Them niggas wasn't great actors at
It
that point.
wasn't that bad.
It's just a nostalgia. It just came out in that gangster era where it was like, oh, the
Everybody's
90s,
a hood.
NWA,
Colors?
Ice Cubes in it. Colors was kind of trash.
What colors was that?
Colors was kind of
Colors.
trash.
What's the fucking? They killed. No, I'm just thinking.
Kid Kill Kenny.
No, I was gonna say they killed Killer, but that's fucking how high. No, I was
Yeah.
like,
Kill Killer B.
no, fucking the Spider. Oh, fuck, it's some Mexican shit. I forgot. Damn, but nah, this shit was cool. I can't think of the name of the movie now. Nah, it was like some white dude who's like half white, half Mexican or some shit. He went to go live with the Mexicans, but he's mad white, but being Mexican, and this is funny to me. I can't remember what it's called, but he's fucking in like East LA or wherever the fuck the Mexicans be at. So he's being a cholo and shit. Oh, I forgot what that fucking movie was, but that shit was ill.
This bitch need to be in a circus. Look at her. Make that soul disappear. Wesley Pipes.
You ever fuck a bitch and they ask you why you talking?
No.
I did.
I don't. Why you? She asked you why you talking?
Yeah, why I'm talking? Why I'm making a noise? Cause it feels good. Like, the fuck? You just used to getting fucked?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I get from fucking with ratchet bitches.
I want nothing but your pussy. Put your fucking face down, bitch.
Turn around. Don't talk. Don't look at me.
Yo, this nigga's a legend.
Hell yeah.
But how's the movie?
Yeah.
The movie, like I said, like the starring cast, you know, the dude who played Han Solo, it was certain parts that when you watch it, it was like, all right, he about to nail this shit. Nah, he didn't nail it. Like, I didn't feel like that was Han Solo from the Harrison Ford one. Not that you have to mimic the motherfucker, but like at least make it sound good. Like that's what I was saying with the whole when Donald Glover came up as Lando, I was like, yeah, that nigga's Lando. Like they was making fun of his capes.
Yo, for real.
This nigga got mad capes, mad custom capes. This nigga had a mink on at one point.
Oh, word?
That nigga's a pimp.
A mink cape.
Woo!
He had a mink cape. He had a fucking robot that was like the civil rights.
Oh shit.
Yo, I know he wrote that
Yo.
shit. I know he wrote that shit. It was one point where Lando and the robot was in there. The robot was a female. He got up. He was like, I'm about to get up. You want something? She was like, civil rights. That shit was just mad funny. That shit was funny.
I
But,
gotta go see that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Can I
too.
spoil it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
niggas
yeah.
wee.
Yeah, fuck it. Like, the ending really made me want to watch another one. Like,
Okay.
the ending had fucking Darth Maul in it.
Oh, word?
Yeah, Darth Maul was the leader of this gang.
So it's before he becomes
No. He was already. This is after the whole prequels and shit. So Darth
Oh,
Maul's
yeah,
there, but his legs is missing. His legs is like.
he had the robot legs from.
He got the robot legs, and I think it's the same
Old
person
Republic?
because the dude looked old as fuck in the face, but he had the makeup on.
Oh,
So I was like, yeah, Darth Maul's gonna be in the second one.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So yeah. I want to see a second one just because of that.
I gotta go check this movie out.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome because that means it's
Yeah, it's connected.
Connected to the
Everything,
TV
yeah,
show.
everything's like canon. So.
Oh, that's pretty good.
If I had to rate this shit, I give it like a 7.5. Only because like, you know, the Han Solo they had in it, this nigga wasn't selling it for me, man.
Yeah.
This nigga wasn't selling it. But the CGI and everything's good. It's kind of weird seeing Star Wars with modern day CGI because it still looks old, but the CGI makes it look new. So it kind of throws me off, but I like that. So it's good. It's good.
Word. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
All right,
maybe
so
tomorrow.
since we talk about Donald Glover, let's go to Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta.
I just want to tell y'all niggas are two horrible people.
Why?
Because I didn't see the last episode, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, the FUBU episode.
Uh,
It was mad shit that happened in that episode, and y'all just talking about a fucking shirt.
well, that's
That's
what
what
it's for. That's what it's about.
What the somebody committed suicide?
Yes,
that,
nigga.
That doesn't happen in the black community. Come on,
Yo, the nigga committed
Wow.
suicide.
man. Nigga, you get
The
roasted,
fact-
you take that shit.
The fact that the white boy said he wore this shirt 2 days in a row and nobody said shit. And he wore a shirt one day to school. Now he freaking the fuck out that he gonna get made fun of. Somebody died, my nigga. You talking about that shit don't matter?
Man, that shit,
That shit don't happen in black communities.
No,
Niggas don't hang themselves.
niggas take the roasting. All right,
No,
that's
they
how you
don't.
get stronger.
Not all the time, my nigga.
No.
He was going through.
Nigga,
Did you watch the episode?
You know how I got roasted? I used to get roasted as
My
hell
nigga,
in fucking high school.
You ain't everybody.
Right?
Nigga,
All right.
I ain't never heard nobody committing suicide
Somebody
for
has
getting
to-
roasted in the black community.
Yo,
I don't know where that came
The
from.
boy was going through shit. His
wasn't-
parents had got divorced,
Yeah.
and then that was the tipping point where he was getting made fun of. He was like, "Yo, my dad got this, that, and the third. My shit real." Then they get made fun of as a kid that don't have thick skin like that, and know you got the real shit. And everybody poking fun at you, throwing shit at you. That sent them over the edge. Nigga killed himself the next day.
That don't happen in the black community.
I mean, it definitely
But
does.
why is that not worth talking about? Y'all niggas just said, "Oh, Ern had a fake shirt," and then Paperboy came and said, "Nah, that's real."
I thought
And that was
about it. I thought about it, but it just
I
went
forgot.
dark,
You
man.
You two niggas are
quickly.
horrible.
No,
I'm
I
sorry,
just
I'm
forgot
sorry.
about that part.
How the fuck y'all think?
It just don't happen in the
I
black
blocked
community.
out
I've
how
never
the-
heard of
so-
anybody getting fucking suicidal over being roasted.
You haven't heard that
wildin'.
shit. That shit happens all the time.
All the time.
Across
Now,
the
but
country.
in the
No,
black-
nigga, it's been happening forever.
In the black community, it does
Yes.
not
Yes,
happen.
it does.
Yes, it does, nigga.
No, it doesn't.
Kids kill
Yes.
themselves all
We
the
got
time.
tough
no matter-
skin. We black.
No.
We get roasted.
No.
No.
Yo,
Everybody ain't you.
Yeah.
Ain't,
shit- that
ain't
shit
no
happen-
everybody ain't me. That
That
ain't
shit
never
happened to a
happened.
little girl not too long ago. I can't remember her fucking name or where she
What,
from.
today? And today?
Yes, this
yeah.
happened, this happened
nigga,
a
this is
couple
the
years
90s.
ago, like
This is
a
the-
year ago.
This is the 90s, man.
No, that
This is
shit happened.
FUBU.
No, that shit happened to kids everywhere.
Yeah.
You insensitive
Nigga, this
bitch.
is my nigga. This is FUBU. This is 90s. Ain't no black kid murder himself over some fucking roasted. Come on.
Yes,
If-
they are.
If you constantly getting roasted if you constantly getting bullied, something will set you over the edge to where like, yo, ain't shit going right in my life. I must not be shit. I'm off myself.
Bang, bang.
Don't give a fuck what color you are, nigga. An unstable person. Don't give a fuck where you from.
In today's era,
The hood, the suburbs.
No.
No, nigga.
nigga, today's era.
So you trying to tell me people in the 90s didn't commit suicide?
Exactly.
Not in the black community. Not like that.
Not in New Haven. Not where you're
Somebody
from.
somebody DM me. Somebody in the 90s
No,
who
don't
got
tell
roasted.
nobody that,
Nah,
you
nah,
know,
nah.
nah,
Somebody,
this
'cause I
nigga
want to
died.
hear this. I want to hear this. Somebody in the 90s who got
This
roasted.
nigga think he's just a fucking anomaly. Like nobody, not like no black person just ever got roasted and just
Off
said,
themselves.
I've had enough for
I
life.
ain't never heard of it.
Yo, black people kill themselves all the time.
All the time. People
It's
kill
probably-
themselves
it's probably-
all the time.
it's probably-
Suicide is a real thing, my nigga.
It's kind of I don't
Because
know.
of roasting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Anything can set you. Yo,
In the
roasting,
90s?
the roasting set him off. He was already having trouble at home. That
Today?
set him off to know that he had a fake shirt. They was roasting him all day in school. He was nervous all day. Him and Ern was nervous all day because he knew he had the fake, the real shit. Ern had the fake shit.
I don't
And
think he was
still-
nervous. I think Ern was more nervous.
Yeah, but then when Paperboy come around and say,
Say,
"Yo,
yo,
this the
say
real
real
shit,"
shit.
and now they getting at him, chasing him down the hall. If you a freshman and you got a bunch of seniors chasing you, telling you, "Oh, you broke, you a bitch, you this, that, and the third, yada yada," that's not gonna send a boy that's already going through shit over the edge.
It would.
And that's what happened.
So,
Didn't happen
What-
in the 90s, man.
all right, man.
Yeah,
So the next episode, what happened, man? I'm nah, I'm not doing this.
I can't.
Insensitive bitch.
It's like no one died.
No one died when I was young.
Oh
Sorry,
shit.
man. I
Oh.
just got tough skin.
So, nigga, you not everybody.
Nigga.
We knew how to take a roast, and even if you didn't, you found some way to cope with it.
Of course.
When you don't have
better.
when you don't have a coping mechanism, what do? You turn to
Turn to
some
drugs.
extreme circumstances. If drugs ain't there,
Turn to gangbang.
no,
Yo,
nigga,
what the
that's not
fuck?
that doesn't coincide. What the fuck? Yo,
This nigga just said, yo, if you sad
if you
inside,
sad,
turn
you gonna
into
go
a
gangbang.
Go out in the streets and gangbang.
So you don't think niggas gangbang by not being involved like that?
By being sad?
Nah, but just
No,
being
when you
an
have
outcast. If you
no,
get
if
roasted,
you have tough circumstances, that's what makes niggas go in the hood to have some type of family, to have some type of somebody accepts me. That's what happens to most niggas that wind up in hoods in gangs and shit. You know, either you live with your grandmother ain't disciplining you, or you don't grow up with your parents. Like, it's something that drives you to the hood and drives you to gangs. It's like, oh, this is my family now. Somebody cares about me. Somebody takes care of me. That's what drives everybody to gangs. If you come from a good family, the only reason that you'll go outside if you come from a good family is because that hood shit entices you and you just want to be a part of it. Like, I know mad niggas that came from good families and they just wanted to be outside just because it's cool.
Oh, of course.
So
I used to hate them niggas.
I still hate them niggas. I see them niggas to this day like, yo, you a bitch. But it's just the fact that this kid was going through something. He killed himself. That's not something that you skip over, nigga. Like,
I ain't say I skipped over it.
I forgot about it.
y'all niggas blatantly skipped over that shit, and then I watched it. I was
said I
like,
skipped over it. I remembered it after we got done with it.
Right?
I was like, shit, I can't remember it.
okay, so
I drank a lot.
So, goddamn. So, as a kid, were you ever made fun of because of your clothes?
Of course, all the time. Yo, nigga, I had some fucking Coca-Cola jumper pants. I couldn't fit them shits. This shit was an XXL. My nigga, in fucking middle school, I was like, what, 5'6"?
Mm-hmm.
$110? Come on now. With XXL pants. Come
Now,
on.
why does this only happen in the black community where we get made fun of for being poor? When
'Cause niggas is
when
stupid.
most niggas is poor.
Because niggas are stupid.
Because niggas are stupid and we put value on the wrong things. That's legitimately what it is.
Because as soon as that white boy said, "Yeah, I wore this shirt 2 days in a row," nobody
Nobody
said
gives
shit.
a
Oh
fuck.
no,
It's different.
he said 2 days that week.
Yeah.
And nobody said
gives a
shit.
fuck. Yeah. Because when you're black, you put value in. You know, a lot of people don't have a lot of money, or at least that's in certain communities. So they put value in having high quality shit, right? So even though I don't have a lot of money, so if you got the Jordans or you got the
If
the
you
legit FUBU, that's what matters. So it doesn't matter if you get your shoes from Payless, all of a sudden you're less than because you don't got the new shit. But it's like, no, we don't have money like that, so we're going to the cost effective place to buy shit. When you're young and you're dumb, you don't think about that. So you put all the value into the fucking, you gotta have the name brand shit or you ain't shit. And if you see somebody without the name brand shit, make fun of them.
like if you ain't have the Jordans, the Nikes,
I ain't never had a Jordan.
at one
neither.
point it was like fucking Sauconys. If you ain't have the FUBU, the Sean John, the Rockaware, and you had some off-brand shit, or like if your fucking polo had the USPS or what the fuck it was, the USPA shit on it.
Yeah.
Like you got made fun of for not having a real polo or some shit. Like it's mad shit that niggas get made fun of in the
Yep.
black community.
It's dumb.
And just the mere fact that you think just because you live in the hood, you're supposed to have tough skin.
Yeah.
Or just because you black, you're supposed to have tough skin. Like that shit can happen to anybody.
Now.
No, period.
Then
Period.
Now it's more.
how you know that wasn't based off a true story?
It could have been.
And that was clearly back in the 90s or something, or like the early 2000s or something.
I didn't
like
say
that.
it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen the majority of the time.
Yes, it does. It
No,
happens
the
everywhere.
majority of the time.
Well, that's
Back then.
that's a general statement. Period. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So many people get bullied, and not everybody kills themselves. But just because you're black doesn't mean if you're getting bullied, you're not gonna kill yourself.
I don't know about that. These mass shootings,
It has nothing
Nigga-
to do with nothing.
nigga, motherfuckers are
These
killing
are
people
these
just
are
because
these
a
are
girl
either- these
rejected
are
them. Come on.
mentally he's mentally off.
I
We've all been rejected by women. You never want to
Yeah.
shoot the bitch.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I don't think that's
really
mental.
Hesh.
No, I'm sorry.
Like yo, the most the girl got like, fuck you, bitch, you ugly anyway. That's the most she got. That's the most anger that was pushed her way. It's never like, yo, I'm gonna find this bitch, I'm gonna shoot her whole fucking school up. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Why is it
those
only
two
white
things are
people
not
doing it?
correlated.
Yes.
Why is it only white people doing it?
Because they're mentally unstable and they've been bullied, and it's the only way they know how to take.
Nah.
Most of the time, they
Nah.
die during this shit. They shoot up schools. They go to the school where they were bullied, or they're mentally the dude that did it in fucking whatchamacallit?
Texas?
No, fucking Sandy Hook. He shot kids. He was mentally unstable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different.
No, what happened? Explain.
Shooting kids?
He's mentally
He's mentally
unstable.
unstable. Okay, so what did I say? I said the people who are doing it, they're not mentally unstable. The dude who killing kids, that's mentally unstable. That's why I said it was different.
You have to be mentally unstable to go to a school full of kids and shoot them.
Yeah.
If the white people have access to these guns and all these assault rifles and shit like that, and you're getting bullied every day relentlessly about whatever the fuck, you're gonna take revenge somehow. You're like, yo, I had enough of this shit. And most of the people that do the shooting die in the process. They either
What is-
get shot by the cops or they shoot themselves.
What is mentally unstable?
When you're not stable mentally. Ain't no fucking dictionary, nigga. I don't know.
Nah, man.
When you
There ain't
have-
no
when
mentally
you
unstable
have-
shit. I got
Yes.
to
When your brain function is against, like, I guess, like the social norms or whatever, when you don't act as as everyone else does, for you to have an erratic thoughts like, yo, I'm gonna kill everyone in the school, or I'm gonna go to the school and kill as many people as possible.
So you think it's
it could be an emotional decision. This is my thing, because I kind of like talk about this all the time.
No, to
like,
kill innocent people, that's wild. If you're gonna kill somebody at a school, not. I'm just saying, don't
Hypothetically.
hypothetically. Thank you, but you would go after people that bullied you, not an entire school or entire cafeteria. You would go after the
The source of your pain.
yeah, exactly. You would snuff them out. You wouldn't go
I
into
get
a
it.
whole school like that's fucking psychopathic thinking. Like that's a sociopath. That's
These little white
mentally
niggas,
unstable
you
for you
mentally
to kill that
unstable.
many people.
Most of these motherfuckers come from good families.
I don't know if that's necessarily 100% accurate.
Yeah, that's not.
Most.
I don't know enough.
What is a good family that they're well off financially, or like because
Yeah.
they could be
Because those two
abused.
things are not those.
They could be
correlated.
abused at home. They
right?
could be going through anything, just like this boy
Yeah,
in,
they
in,
could've.
this, in this fucking Atlanta show.
They could
Yeah,
be
they
food on your plate, and you can get a fucking jab to the right eye.
Cause I gotta think.
Yeah,
I gotta
you know how many
think. with-
motherfuckers be talking about, yo, my dad was a drunk, or my mom
Alcoholic.
was abusive, or
beat
my
the
mom
shit
was
out of
on
them.
drugs, and they be white kids like, yo, like I was abused as a child, or like something happened where that set them off. Like nobody's just born that fucking crazy, just want to shoot people.
Well, some people probably are.
Some people, yeah, Ted Bundy was wild.
Yeah.
Jeffrey
Ted
Dahmer was
Bundy.
wild.
Yeah. Them,
I'm just saying, mentally unstable is mentally unstable, dog.
I just hate how people use that word loosely sometimes.
I'm just saying you can't write this
Well,
off
what
as,
else
as
would
like
you call it?
a black or white thing. Like black kids don't feel anything emotional. Like we gotta
I
stop
didn't say
putting
that.
You did. You said them committing suicide doesn't happen in the black community that often.
Yeah, it doesn't.
According to you,
Yeah, it
this
doesn't.
is in your bubble.
It doesn't.
This is in your bubble of the world you know.
It's not
This
a
is
bubble. It doesn't.
I mean,
you
Often
can't make
that
a
means-
blanket statement like that when
How,
you don't
how,
know.
How can I? That means what I'm saying. I'm making a general statement. That means the majority of the time, right?
If you're making a blanket statement that when in your growing up in your circumference, we haven't always had the internet or national news or something like that. And you're saying
Now it's
that,
different.
No,
now
I'm
now
talking
it's
about
progressing.
in the '90s. So
Okay.
you're telling me that's it was scarce. It was like black kids rarely killed themselves.
Not really, but it happens.
So what
The minority of the time. I never said it was rarely. You added that.
Okay.
The minority of the time it happens. Back then it was different because there was no internet. Now it's the internet. Like you have somebody do something fucking dumb and then somebody like me memes it or some shit like that. It's kind of different.
Shit, you might have killed somebody.
Man, fuck that. If somebody do something dumb,
Wow.
this is the thing what I do. This is the
Yo.
thing what I do, and people get it fucked up. What I do.
That shit lives on
Nah,
the
nah,
internet
nah,
forever.
People get it fucked up what I do. Like I kind of have sympathy for some shit, but not all shit. If you up there doing some shit like the chick that was
Nah, that-
twerking with her fucking
that's
tampon on,
funny.
I'm like, come on, man.
That's some dumb shit that you wasn't supposed to be doing. But if somebody's like legit embarrassed, like it was something that happened that's embarrassing, and somebody just happened to meme it or something like that, that stays with them forever. Like when shit like that happens, where like a girl will send somebody a nude, and then that nude gets around the whole school, and then she kills herself. Well,
Yeah, that
I don't know why she did that, because she's fucking embarrassed, and she's like 13 or 14 and don't know how to control her emotions.
Word.
And she may be a black kid, she may be a white kid, she may be any race of kid, and not know how to handle that shit. How many times have you gone to your parents with problems when you was a teenager?
None.
Not that many.
Exactly. So how do you deal with that shit? You either keep it all inside until it fucking boils over, or you
Boil over.
or you exactly, yeah, or you take it out and you shoot classmates, or you kill yourself.
Mhm.
It's not a race specific.
The shootings kind of are, but
The shootings kind of
Yeah,
are
but the
because you have-
suicide-
That's what I was. What did I just
Nah,
say?
but
in
niggas
this?
No,
said
but-
that
but-
shit
what the fuck,
until
man?
that DC sniper shit, because niggas was pressed like, yo,
Okay,
DC
that
sniper white.
one.
That's one.
Out of how many?
yeah. So statistically,
Statistically.
it seems like it is, and it's specifically young white males. It's not even like young. It's not even like white people. It's young white males. Very few white female. I think recently there was a white female who did some wild stuff, but it's statistically normally whatever the term.
Yeah.
Young white males are seeming to be the ones perpetrating these acts. I don't know what the correlation is. Is it maybe that they just have the access to these kind of weapons that an overwhelming majority of black people don't have? Because usually most of these guns are, I think,
Automatic weapons
Well,
or
the-
just like high caliber weapons.
but they're also legally purchased,
yeah.
meaning they're in the house. And I don't think a lot of black people have guns in their house like that. If they do, they're illegal, and I mean, they're probably like a handgun.
Yeah, it's nothing
If
crazy.
so they don't have that. So I think that factors into that. But on terms of the suicide thing, just because you don't know about the number of people committing suicide doesn't mean that back in the 90s black people weren't committing suicide. And mental health is also a thing that is very taboo in the black community. So even if there's kids that were committing suicide, it's not something that we talk about often. So I don't think it wasn't happening in I'm sure suicide rates have gone up. I think that's just a thing that's happening. People are just sadder in general now than they've ever been. But I feel like people were still doing it, and it's probably a way larger number of people than you think. But we just don't have that information right now. So it's hard to say, like, oh, they weren't really committing suicide. No, they probably were, but we just don't talk about it. Like, people commit suicide all the time. We just don't talk about it. So, and I think people talk about it more now because we're more connected with the internet and all that kind of stuff. So the information gets around differently. Like, if there's a kid who commits suicide in California right now, there's a chance that I can find out about that because it's going to be on the internet or on the news somewhere. Versus in the 90s when we were less connected, so
you
that
get like
kid,
East Coast news unless it's something that's like OJ or some shit.
Exactly. So
then like the whole world knows about it. But if it's like something like localized and some shit that happened to one kid, ain't nobody really
gonna talk about it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be reported on that station within that circumference, and it's like, all right, it happened.
Yeah, but plus but I think you are right. With the internet, they're seeing that as an option more than probably we did in the 90s. It probably wasn't like because you didn't hear about it as much. Now you hear about it all the time. I was just watching 13 Reasons Why, and the whole concept of the show about some chick that killed herself and all that other wild shit. So it's like, it's more out. It's out there more than it used to be.
She got raped, so
she has a reason. Shit. Well, there was a lot of shit that happened.
It was a lot of shit that happened.
Yeah.
That
I'm not watching no shit like that. I hate that.
Wait, did she get raped?
She did.
Yes, the fuck she did.
Yeah, she did.
He took the pussy, like Pepe.
She got raped
in a hot tub.
In 13 Reasons?
Yes.
Yep, she got raped.
The first season?
Yes.
Yep.
I gotta watch that shit again, because I don't remember that.
They try to explain it like,
now, I thought they had sex and then the dude wind up telling everybody.
No. Because how they narrate it, they narrate it from his point of view. From his point of view, it seemed like he didn't rape her. Yeah. But they showed the real shit. She got raped in the hot tub. She got raped in the hot tub. In the pool.
She got in the hot tub in a bra and panties because she didn't have a bathing suit. They was chilling. She's getting ready. I think he tried to make a move on her. She was like, nah, chill. She was trying to get out. Turned around, pulled her panties off.
I'm about to watch this shit. Nah, I'm about to watch this shit.
It's it's one of them, that whole show was fucking crazy and it pisses me off, but then I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it.
I really don't remember this shit. But
he took the pussy like Pepe.
Oh, Atlanta. So the
Ern's
latest
a real
episode,
nigga.
He
trying to set this nigga up, but this other nigga's is also a real nigga because he's like, fuck my manager, you taking this gun charge in the fucking airport.
that nigga did a Joel that's what fucking Joel Santana should have did.
You just put a gun in somebody else's bag?
Foresight like a motherfucker. That's all he had to do, but he was probably high off some shit and he just didn't think to do that shit.
That's funny.
But what happened in the episode? So
they got him a Jew lawyer.
He was in the lift. No, from like beginning. So he was in the lift with his daughter. They went to the school conference, and the teacher told him that the fucking school was trash. Like, nah, your daughter mad smart, and the school is trash.
Like, get her away from these other niggas right now.
These little nigglets, man. Your child is mad smart.
Oh shit, that was funny. She's like, did she just compare the school to a slaughterhouse? He's like, yeah, yeah, he did.
I think him and Zazie gonna get back together next season or something. Oh, no, matter of fact, I think what's gonna happen, I think they're gonna get back off tour and she's gonna be fucking somebody.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely be getting some new dick.
And because she said that she was moving home with her mom, with his daughter and shit, so that really fucked him up. And then he thought he was gonna get fired by Paperboy.
Yeah.
What else happened to that shit? What else happened to that?
I mean,
that was the whole gist of the
That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
It
just
was
him moving around places with his daughter, just trying to I think it's more like a look at like some of the stressful shit you gotta do for them to try to get ready to go to another country and shit. So it's just him moving around and not having a car and struggling and then fucking worrying about whether or not he's gonna get fired. And that's really basically the gist of that. And also finding out that, oh, I have another financial responsibility now, so I have to make more money for my daughter because I want her to have a good future. And if he fires me, it's like that, like all that context behind all that shit. But at the end of the day, it turns out I was like, nah, I ain't gonna fire you, dog.
And then the shit about the lawyers, about the tell the truth. Is there a black lawyer that's as good as a Jew lawyer? He was like, absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yes.
And they out there, but why don't black people trust other black people when it comes to money?
It's not that. It's just they don't have the connections.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think that's literally what he said. It's like, yes, there's definitely black lawyers that are better than my cousin, but he won't have the infrastructure.
Yeah, he won't have the connections that. Whatchamacallit, he spit some bars on him. He was like, yo, black people can't be allowed to fail together. Like he said that he was learning.
Yeah.
this job, and he said that black people aren't allowed to fail together,
Yeah.
type of thing. That shit was kind of deep.
Really?
I was like, kind of made me think real quick. I was like,
mean-
yo, are two black people or like a group of black people allowed to learn together and fail at the same time? It was like it's kind of counterproductive.
Well, I think more
Because
so
we all start at the bottom as black people.
Yeah.
We have to work our way up. But if we all trying to get to a certain plateau, we can't all be trying to learn this shit on the fly and learn this shit. It's gonna take us even longer.
Yeah, well, to me, I think what I took from that was we just have less chances. So if we're all learning and we all fail, we might not have another chance to be able to come back and do something. So we both can't be failing and learn at the same time. You kind of gotta.
I mean, in this internet age, we all got the same, resources and shit like that. So it's not a fact of chances. It's just a fact of everyone knowing their shit and just being serious about the same shit. Because it's hard to find a team.
Yeah.
It's hard to find like-minded motherfuckers that want the same thing without thinking, I got to get mine before you get yours type of thing.
Yeah.
But you saw it, Bobby. What you think? You sensitive bitch.
Not as sensitive. You know, it's a funny thing. Like when you was talking about black people always starting at the bottom, that kind of like supports my point what I was talking about.
Oh,
Like for some reason, it seems like white people they start up here, right?
Always.
Am I getting it? Okay, so if they start up here and they get to the bottom, they get scarce. So they feel like there's no options. Us, we're always at the bottom. So when we come up and come down, we're like, okay, this shit is familiar. I'll just get right back up. So it's kind of different with black people than white people. It just is what it is. Like it ain't me spitting no fucking random fact. Like this shit, it is what it is. Like I remember one time, this dude, I had a substitute teacher, right? And in high school,
That nigga was fat. You right. That nigga was big as fuck. That nigga was huge.
I had a substitute
When
teacher.
you got that extra arm, that little overflap arm thing, I was like, Jesus Christ.
The fat substitute teacher.
Yo, when you got like it looked like ass shots. Like it was like his forearm was like normal, but then like the fucking tricep area was like mad big. I was like, damn nigga. Where's this extra arm from?
That's the 24 pythons.
Dog, that shit was crazy. But what you saying?
Yeah, like I remember in high school I had this substitute teacher that was telling me he used to deal cards at fucking Mohegan Sun. And he said there was this lawyer that came in that lost everything. This motherfucker lost everything, bid it on everything. He said next thing you know, he heard a thud on the roof. Come to find out, this nigga jumped off the roof. So I'm thinking about it. I'm insensitive as fuck. I'm like, that's it? You lost all your money and that's it? Like, see, and this is what I'm getting at. See, as black people, we know what the bottom is like. So it's kind of easy for us to, like, fucking navigate through this shit because we know what it is. Like, these motherfuckers, like, who come from, like, prestigious homes and shit, these motherfuckers, like, missing $2 out of their pocket. They like,
But a financial bottom and a mental bottom is two different things. Like, if you start up here as, like, if you start at the top as a person and you just plummet all the way down, that's different because you have the option to try to get that money back. But when you don't, like, there's multiple outlets for you to try to get that money back. When you're mentally stable and then shit keeps happening and it changes you as a person and you just hit that rock bottom mentally and you don't, most people when they get depressed, they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't want to talk about it to people. They don't want people in their business. They don't know who to turn to. They don't know what outlets to go to. So they turn to drugs. They turn to alcohol. They turn to maybe cutting themselves. They turn to, maybe death is the final thing. There's really not a lot of options, especially in the black community. A lot of people can't afford that fucking psychiatrist shit. You can't afford to go to a shrink.
Word.
What you gonna do? You want to talk to your parents about it, and then you're like, you be all right.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we love to tell motherfuckers. You be all right. Like, that shit crazy. You can't tell somebody with a mental illness like, yo, you'll be okay. No, nigga, something's seriously wrong with me. And I can't shake this shit.
It's kind of different with, see, and this is some shit that I kind of like.
Have you ever been depressed?
Yes, everybody's been depressed, but it's a different form of depression.
Have you ever been depressed, or do you have depression?
There's a different form of depression. Everybody's been depressed. That's life.
Yes.
That's life.
Everyone's been
I'm tired of
sad
people
before.
doing that, saying that, oh, I'm depressed, so I'm gonna take this Xanax. Nah, nigga, just because you stepped in a cat, come on, man. Like, come on. There's people. I dated this chick, right, that used to cut herself.
Yeah.
She used to cut herself. I remember one time.
Now, she had depression, so she needed that
she
outlet.
was bipolar. She was bipolar. That was her problem. I
That-
remember one time, everything was going good, and I know where this bitch started crying. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Something
What's wrong
set
with
her off.
I can't stop crying. I said, okay, she's crazy. not crazy, but
yeah.
she has a bipolar disorder.
And that's
now,
what we do as black people. When there's something abnormal, we just write that shit off as crazy, and we try to throw them people
okay,
in
now
like
that's
that
fucked
pile.
up. Now that's fucked up. What she was going through, that's fucked up. But just because you broke up with your girl, you're depressed. Like, come on, man. That's something different. That's something completely different than bipolarism.
You can be depressed, but like Hesha, there's a difference between depressed and depression.
That's what I'm saying. Like people just lumping shit together, just thinking,
because we don't
my
know what the
dog
fuck
died.
to categorize it as.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that white people have above us.
I'm categorizing it right now. Fucking like chronic depression. That shit is. I had a friend.
Because we've been through enough to know. Okay, so this is that. Now we know that shit, but it might have took you 25 years to learn what white people learn in maybe like 12 or 10.
Pretty much.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, plus
that we don't have those same resources and opportunities.
And we talk about it all the time. Therapy isn't a big thing in the black community, at least not at the moment that I'm aware of, a big thing in the black communities. But for white people, it's nothing for them to go to therapy. So they have, even if you're not depressed or you have depression, even if you, sometimes it's good to just have somebody to talk to that's doesn't know you. It's different. That's why it's hard for people to when they have depression.
Nigga, that therapist shit work, nigga.
Yeah, it's hard because it's somebody who's sort of unbiased to you or your life. They don't know you outside of this setting. They didn't see you when you was 3 and you pissed the bed, or they didn't see you when you was throwing up because you ate all them damn cookies. Like, you're not your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they don't have that. They don't have that kind of
connection to you.
Yeah, so it's like they just take in the information that you give them and they give you their honest opinion of those thoughts, and it's not filtered through a lens of what they perceive about you that because they've known you for so long. So I think it's good for people to go to therapy, but it's expensive as fuck. And then as black people, we sort of dismiss the idea of therapy in general. It's like, no, that's white people shit. We don't.
Man, I went to therapy. That shit wasn't that bad.
No, but I'm saying, generally, that's how we look at it. So it's like
that shit didn't cost me nothing.
Oh,
shout out to my job.
Where's your job? Oh, cause you. Oh, yeah.
They just gave me that shit. I was like, yo, nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah, I didn't want to put out your job.
And then they gave me this shit.
But it's because you a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Government.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
But the reason they thought I was depressed was a whole nother reason. I was like, nah, I just hate this fucking job.
But shout out to them for trying to keep you alive, though.
Nah, them niggas thought, because I don't talk to nobody at work. I just do my work and go to fuck home. They was like, yo, you all right? I'm like, I'm fine. Yeah. But then when I actually started going through shit, I was like, let me see this fucking card.
All right, let me go.
Start talking about some shit that's really on my mind that I can't really talk to nobody about. I'm gonna go holler at this motherfucker and see what's going on. But I went like 3 or 4 times. That shit wasn't that bad, it was cool. Talking to, like, when you let that shit out, nigga, you feel great. When you actually let that shit out, you feel amazing. Just to know that somebody heard you and like all that energy is shifted off of you.
I'm an open book, man.
Huh?
I'm an open book.
Yeah, obviously, motherfucker.
Because I don't give a shit. Because I figured out a long time ago, hey, shit, whatever I said, somebody went through it.
But what's good for the gooses are always good for the gander.
Exactly.
You're an open book.
Okay, so the motherfuckers like when you had Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So what motherfuckers be putting their business on Facebook?
Yeah.
That's because they don't have an outlet.
Yeah,
and they need to let this shit out. And what they do is they go to Facebook and they type this shit out where nobody essentially cares, but they feel better for that moment that they got that bullshit out. It's raining or like something's going on with my job or my girl ain't shit or my boyfriend ain't shit. It feels good to them because Facebook is their therapy, and we got to stop this online therapy shit because this shit is not the way.
I think we need to stop judging people for that because sometimes you just if you're caught up in a moment or something.
Some people just want attention though.
Some people do, but that's with anything.
It's really an attention grab.
Yeah, it is.
Or it's just you gotta fucking blurt something out and you don't got nowhere else to blurt it out.
But why?
Because it's in your hand.
Because
it's in your hand.
I guess
it's in your hand. Like, no, literally, it's in your hand, and you just
fucking
fucking
on it.
boys
just do that shit. I be like, yo, take that shit down, yo. You alright? You want to talk? But niggas don't talk to me because I be joking all the time. So, so niggas be thinking I be like playing around. Be like, yo, you alright? I be like, yo, really talk to me. They be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, see. Like,
that's what I do. Like, yo, if one of my boys is sad or some shit, I'll try to bring him out that depression. Like, yo, I joke a lot, so like I'm gonna make somebody laugh. So I was gonna take your mind off that shit for like a day or so, or while you with me at least.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to do. I'm not gonna downplay your situation. Like, yo, I know you really depressed, and I'm just gonna be like, nigga, stop being a bitch. Or, I'm not.
But some people do that.
Some people do that. Like, but as you go on in life, you gotta understand that people with depression just certain trigger words, and if me doing that, if me saying that to him, that could send him on a whole nother trip. Like, yo, don't nobody give a fuck about me.
Yeah,
And that'll just set niggas off.
it's a tough thing,
Again, how do we get here?
I don't know.
Talking about fucking FUBU.
Bro, yeah. Nah, but we was talking about the actual episode. I don't know how the fuck we got here again.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you were saying things that was like triggering back to that.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Did you like the episode?
What the?
That was
the last
the
one?
season finale episode. Yeah, the one with the gun in the back.
It was kind of light.
It was light. Yeah.
It was light. It was more of a Earn being afraid of being fired
Yeah.
until like Albert at the end. Was
Oh
like,
yeah,
you know,
because
you
his
my
life
family.
was spiraling out of control. Okay.
Yeah, because he was
okay,
like,
okay,
you my family. You're the one that actually gives a fuck. So I'll keep you around.
Yeah.
And that was the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he earned it. I think he was gonna fire him until he did that shit with the gun.
Yeah.
I think, but then he's like, see, and that's what he said. That's the shit I'm talking about. I need you to be, you gotta be aggressive out in the street. I think that was his problem. Like he doesn't feel like he was always trying to like skate by, but he wasn't being as aggressive about stuff as he needed him to be.
I feel like he didn't put him in the right positions as somebody that's learning like as he goes.
Yeah.
As somebody that that has been in this shit. I hired you because I needed somebody real quick and you was right there.
Yeah.
Now you got to take this job serious, and now he's learning on the fly.
Yeah, and you got to do it, and you can't really fail because we both.
Because if you fail, we fail.
Yeah, and I'm the one making the money. So
Exactly. I'm the fucking breadwinner, and then everybody gonna be fucked up.
Except for Darius.
Except for Darius. That nigga's real. That nigga don't give a fuck about nothing.
Because he's just gonna be lit.
That nigga's a boss, but that nigga's playing chess by himself. That shit is lit.
He's like, woo! He's like, yeah. I was like, nigga, you do what you're gonna do.
Speaking of Donald Glover is in talks with Ryan Coogler to be in Black Panther 2.
Oh shit!
This I don't want.
That's what.
Nah, you don't want.
I don't want
Donald.
Nah, man, they're gonna make it too commercial. I don't want Donald in Wakanda. Nah, I don't want it.
Well, what if he's in Harlem?
No, he was already in Spider-Man. You can't put him.
Who the fuck can he be? Like that's what I'm trying to.
He was in Spider-Man Homecoming. You
You're
can't
right,
really
he
do
was.
that.
What if he put? But what if he's playing the Prowler?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
What if he plays that character? That'd be pretty cool. Him actually becoming the supervillain that he's kind of meant to be.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. And now that Wakanda is known to the world, maybe that means he'll be out in like America doing stuff too. So then they could set it in America, not necessarily Wakanda.
But the headline I saw said Donald Glover and Michael B. Jordan in talks for Black Panther 2. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work.
Oh, so you know Killmonger come back.
Killmonger come back.
But how?
We
Nigga,
told
we
you.
got Infinity Stones.
No, he said that shit, but that was a long shot.
We got Infinity
not.
Stones, or
It's not.
or
That's a comic
Atlantis
book.
coming back, or maybe he didn't really die.
No, he
That
died.
nigga
He
died.
did.
Nah, he like focuses chakras.
DUD dead.
Yeah, he did.
DUD dead. He focuses chakras and slowed his heartbeat down, and then he pushed him into the ocean, and then he woke back up.
Nah, he gets revived.
Fuck out of here.
You know.
So you actually want to see Donald Glover in Black Panther? So you think this is a good idea?
I do because I like Donald Glover, and I trust Ryan Coogler, especially after watching the first Black Panther. My hopes is that he can't really fuck it up too much. So I'm like, cool. I'm not like, oh
I'm
my
not
god,
saying that he's gonna fuck it up, but I just don't want it to get too commercial because now everybody on Donald Glover dick.
Oh yeah.
Now you want to put him in everything. You want to have him on your shows. You want to interview him.
This is America, dog.
Fuck the fact that the movie came out and y'all want to interview him on that. Now everybody's talking about we need you somewhere in this.
They're already talking about a Lando movie. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
they was already talking about it. Yeah, they was
Yeah,
talking
they
about a
already
Lando
talking about
movie
Lando
already.
movie.
But then
Nah, it's too soon.
I think they shut that down though. But
Good.
that was just like a quick 2-day thing where it was like, hey, maybe we should do a Lando movie. Nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Let's see. Creators of Sesame Street sue production company for new Melissa McCarthy movie.
You seen the trailer?
This
Of
shit
that?
is stupid.
Nah, I didn't.
That shit is funny as fuck. Bro.
Yeah, the trailer's dumb as fuck. I just watched it the other day. I was dying.
Now, what's it about?
It's raunchy as fuck. I know that.
It's
Like she was walking by some puppies, and then these motherfuckers just said, "Oh, you want to suck dick?" Or some shit like that. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Nah, there's
What the fuck?
I watched the Red Bear trailer. There's a puppet. It was like, I'll
Man,
suck
they
your
got that
dick.
shit from Chappelle's show.
I'll suck a dick
Yeah,
for
they did,
5
they
cents.
did.
She's like, that's a good deal, man. Almost makes me wish I had a dick. He's like, he said, that sounds like you want it. And then he ran up on her. So she knocked him out. Now, so like, that shit is stupid. No, I actually watched the trailer. It's actually really funny. But they're suing the production company because their marketing and like the thing says
Sesame
this
Street.
it says this is no Sesame.
Street.
It's all street.
Streets.
That's why they're suing them.
Really?
Yes. I'm like,
Yeah.
so it's so stupid. Like, shut the fuck up. Let them make the movie. Like, little kids aren't watching this movie. It's rated R as fuck. So
I'm surprised they didn't come out the Family Guy for the Cookie Monster thing. Like,
Nah.
So that's okay. He fucking doing heroin and shit. Fucking cooking a cookie on a spoon and shit. Yeah. But they use the word sesame and the word after street. And now so you
don't own street, nigga. You don't own nigga. Sesame Seeds was here way before you, nigga.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that's the dumbest shit ever, personally. But, I mean, hopefully it goes nowhere because stupid.
Nah, they ain't gonna win that shit. I don't see that. Excuse me. They ain't gonna win that shit. That shit stink. Yo, Will Smith back out in these streets, yo.
Barring these niggas to
that
death.
nigga, yo, Fresh Prince got bars, babe. Bars is back.
Oh, you think he can handle Drake?
Yo, Drake will watch that nigga.
What?
I don't know.
As far as like actors turn rappers or rappers turn actors?
Yeah, Will Smith got it.
Nah, man.
Nah, that shit was dope though.
Nah, he actually was barring nigga. I was like, oh shit, Will Smith actually out here rapping. He be mad about something.
Yo, that nigga, yo, I hate when niggas have this idle time when they just doing anything. Like, yo, you can tell when that nigga's bored because he be on Instagram heavy. I be like, yo, Will Smith really ain't got nothing to do. Yo.
That's what happens when you got money.
Yo, shit, I probably kill a stripper. I was like, oh, that nigga got flips. Yo.
Oh, shit.
It's a block, man.
Yeah, that nigga got bars. Yo, Fresh Prince still got it. Where's Jazzy Jeff when you need him, yo?
Yeah, I think they're working on this shit together.
That'd be dope.
They're working. I think he's gonna do an album. I think they are working. I don't know if he's doing it as Fresh Prince or it's gonna be.
Nah, the
Will
Fresh Prince is
Smith.
back.
Fresh Prince is back.
You gotta be fresh. Nah, because he changed. Well, I don't know.
You gotta be Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Big Willie style getting jiggy with it. Nigga,
No.
what?
You heard his Michael Jackson story?
Yeah, that nigga.
No, I
yo.
didn't.
They
see Michael Jackson.
They was in a broom closet together.
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't know that Michael Jackson was in the broom closet.
He was just hiding.
Yeah, he was just hiding.
He said Suge Knight came to the party and then the bouncer just pushed everybody in the closet and then out of nowhere Michael Jackson was like, hey, how you doing?
Oh, it's Mike.
It's crazy out there. So that's what happened.
Yo,
Man,
yeah.
random.
You
can't make that shit
Go
up.
on his YouTube page. You can see that shit. That
All
shit
right,
wild.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
You can't make that shit up.
What else?
Literally.
Black Ops 4 has no campaign mode and it's multiplayer only.
You know this is the death
I'm
of
okay.
everything,
I'm
right?
okay. I'm okay with it, depending on the price of the game.
Sure. It's gonna be $60.
still gonna be $60.
If it's $60, no, that's dumb. But it can work. I mean, fucking the first
man.
Titanfall didn't have a campaign. In
See
it.
that? And it failed, didn't it?
Well,
It
no.
failed.
I don't think the game was that good.
The game was good.
It wasn't that good to garner that much attention. Where it was like, oh, this is groundbreaking.
Yeah, it was good.
It was like, oh, the Xbox One came out. This is the one
we
of the
need
first titles coming
Yeah,
out.
we need someone to play.
Yeah,
It was okay.
Yeah, so if the price is reasonable, it's not gonna fuck with me. But if it's $60 and it's just multiplayer, then I'm like, okay, now we just reached the level where we're fucking up. But if it's like $30,
They ain't gonna do that.
then I'm like, all right, that's cool.
So they putting what are they? We're putting a battle royal thing in it. Oh god, here comes this Fortnite shit.
Oh god damn it.
Now with the Black Ops shit, how many people play the campaign mode? Like
That's-
I played the campaign
like
mode.
when you have these type of games, that's never the main draw of the game. It's
Well,
always
that's
the
true.
multiplayer because like when you play campaign mode, it doesn't give you any extra boosts or like power ups during the multiplayer mode.
No.
That would give you the only incentive or like getting the fucking Xbox achievements or like the
trophies. and
trophies
shit.
on
Yeah.
PS. That would be the only thing.
Yeah,
Other than that, you don't get anything that'll help you in multiplayer.
Yeah, statistically, they know, they have the information, they have the numbers, and it shows that most people don't actually ever even touch the campaign. in
Exactly.
shooters.
It's just like 2K.
It depends if it's multiplayer. Like I don't mind it as long as if I ain't paying $60 for
Yeah,
this
that's
shit
what I'm saying. As long as it's not $60
for less work. I'm not paying
or
$60
it's
for less work.
$50. If
But
it's
they're gonna
$30,
give you a full-fledged camp. If the multiplayer mode is all they're focusing on, they're gonna
Yeah.
put way more shit in there.
in there. Yeah,
It's gonna be worth $60. They're gonna make it worth $60.
ain't no $60 worth just multiplayer.
Watch
I'm
the shit they
sorry.
put in there.
I can just play fucking the old Call of Duty then.
You can, but it ain't gonna be Battlefield.
No, I'm saying for $60 is too much just for multiplayer. Personally,
See, Battlefield's kind of different. Ain't that the next topic anyway? Battlefield 5 review.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, see, Battlefield's doing it differently. They got a campaign,
yeah.
and they have a multiplayer, and there's no more premium package, and it's just $60. See, now that
Right.
beats the fuck out of that.
Yeah, and I don't even like Battlefield.
I like Battlefield. It's just
Yeah.
realistic. I
It's
love it.
alright.
Yeah,
I don't like Call
I
of Duty.
suck at that shit, so I fucking
That's why.
I hate that shit.
I love that shit.
Like I'm better at Call of Duty than I am Battlefield. And
oh
I
yeah,
suck at Call of
because
Duty too,
that's
but-
that's like saying you're better at NBA Jam than NBA 2K.
Well, I like NBA Jam, nigga. What the fuck you want me to tell you? Wash a nigga in some NBA
Like getting
Jam.
on fire.
Yeah. Right? Wash a nigga in this NBA Jam, nigga. I play 2K, but I only do career mode shit. 'Cause I ain't playing against niggas.
That's the only shit niggas play.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I'm not playing against no real niggas because I'll be like,
Well, no,
I'll
niggas,
break a controller.
Gonna
Niggas-
rage quit.
Yes.
niggas be on the playground all fucking day. They don't give a fuck
Hell
about that
yeah.
career mode shit.
Nah, I
But
ain't
then
doing
what
that.
2K did what was smart, they incorporated the fucking career mode in
With
the
the-
playground shit. So it's like
See?
so you have no choice but to
Yeah.
fucking play it.
Yeah.
That's the only way that you're gonna build your skills up.
Yeah.
Gotta evolve.
So
Exactly.
Guess who's not buying 2K no more? Fucking asshole.
Now, since we on video games now, Bobby had a hot take for Fortnite.
Bobby has all the hot takes.
All the hot takes.
Nah, I just
every
think of
The
everything.
hottest of
episode.
takes.
Hottest.
I just think of everything.
Now, you had a hot take about Saints Row and Fortnite.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
Saints Row and Fortnite. Let me talk about how I came to this shit. I was sitting down watching Fortnite, right? And all this Fortnite crazy shit like that. Then I remember Saint Row 3. You remember how goofy that shit looked?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the dildos slapping people and shit like that, and just
yeah.
the the character design of it. I was like, yo, Saints Row could have been Fortnite a long time ago.
Yeah, they could have had a separate mode, like a zombie mode or
Yeah,
some shit.
but they
Yeah.
fucked up. This is what they did because I used to play Saints Row, but they was marketing that shit as the GTA killer, but that shit wasn't happening.
Well, that was only the first one, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't happening.
Dog, the
Mm.
first one had potential.
Yeah, the first one was serious.
Yeah, the
like,
first-
it was
yo,
serious, and they was
The
really
first
about
one,
it.
yo, if they would have changed the mechanics on certain shit,
maybe not.
Saints Row would have got GTA 3 to fuck up out of
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
here. Yes.
Nah.
Wow.
Nah.
I'm wildin'.
Wait, GTA 3.
If GTA 3.
Wait, which one came out when the Saints Row?
Saints Row 1 came out maybe like a year,
Wait, what?
maybe like 8 months after GTA 3 came out.
Then Saints Row came.
And
Wait,
then
then
Saint-
San Andreas came out. Then that's no comparison.
Did it?
Think so.
I
If
thought
I
it came
can
around
remember
when
my
4 came
timeline,
out. Yeah, I gotta look it up. I thought that came out when 4
because I know that came out when the 360 was out.
Okay, so
Was it on the 360? Oh, I guess it
Yeah,
was on the
Saints
360.
Row
Yeah.
was 360. What was out?
That's gonna be
360.
4. 4 was on the 360.
GT. Nah, I'm trying to figure out was this because this was multiplayer, so it probably was 4. So multiplayer wise, I can see it being better, but this is where Saints Row fucked up. When I bought the third one, right, they had nothing but co-op mode. There was no multiplayer. Like there was no 8-on-8 or nothing like that. It was just straight multiplayer, and it got like repetitive.
Yeah.
They just completely switched it to some goofy shit, which I didn't mind, but
yeah, I'm wildin'.
what happened?
What was it?
GTA 3 came out in 01.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Saints Row came out in 06.
yeah.
Yeah,
What was?
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
So it had to be 4.
yeah. GTA 4. I kind of see how it could have got it the fuck out of there multiplayer wise, but
No, the story was good, and then the gameplay was fine. I just didn't like the purple, but I got
yeah, I
over
know,
that.
right? That shit threw me off.
Like all these GTAs are shot mad dark, like there's no vibrant colors and no shit like that. And then
Yeah.
I think the only shit that Saints Row had over GTAs with it is that they allowed you to create a player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And that was the
cool.
only thing. Like
Yeah.
like that was the same thing with 2K and Live.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like, yo, Live gotta now because every time somebody played an NBA game, what they do, they created themselves and put themselves in a team and focused on themselves to get all the stats and shit,
Hell
right?
yeah.
So 2K was like, all right, so we're gonna have a fucking career mode where you only in control of you, create yourself and just go crazy. You don't gotta
Yeah.
worry about nobody else on the team. Now with this shit, like I said, only thing they had was you can create somebody. Now if they'd have fixed the mechanics,
Mhm.
made a more in-depth story,
Yeah.
this shit would have got GTA the fuck up out of here.
They did a completely 360 with the fucking when the second one came out and then the third one came out. They took out multiplayer and just had co-op.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I bought the shit, which I was mad about because it was $60.
Saints Row got on that goofy shit. That's where they fucked up.
Well,
Well, no.
Fortnite is like that in a way.
I think they had to do
Not as
that
much.
because they tried.
Yo,
to
when
make
you
a
got
serious
dildos in the game, my nigga, you went way left. You
That
missed
shit
the
was
whole
funny.
point.
No, they had to do that shit.
I would have
No,
allowed
because
it.
yo, if you would have stayed the straight and narrow and just made a better story than GTA and fixed certain shit and added certain shit that GTA didn't have, you'd be got because the only thing that was drawing niggas was yo, I can create somebody.
Yeah, that and if the multiplayer would have stayed the same.
But I think that's what helped them be as successful as they were, is that the fact that they tried to do the GTA thing, it didn't really work for them. So it's like, okay, let's make it funny. Let's make it GTA, but it's dumb and goofy. And it was
And now
something-
look
so,
at 'em.
So it's different. What? We just what about it? They got
What
like-
Saints Row?
Yeah.
Don't nobody be playing them shits and buying them shits.
They haven't put one out in a while.
Nigga, what they put?
They did put that
They
superhero
put
president
last-
shit out.
Yeah, like the
Then that
president
was
shit.
it.
But that was like a
Now
DLC.
you're getting attacked by aliens.
Yeah, but
That was a
no, that was the game, my nigga. That was like 4.
Oh, my bad.
yeah, they went completely left.
Well, they went all the way left.
But
all
thing-
the way
but the-
left,
the
where you
thing
can
for
run
me-
naked and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
wild.
The thing for me that fucked it up
Chill
was
out, my nigga.
they
Like, come on.
they fucked up the multiplayer, man. They had that shit co-op instead of before it was like 8-on-8. What the fuck happened?
Niggas don't play multiplayer.
Yes,
they
they do.
did.
I know.
Niggas killed multiplayer on that
Talking
shit.
I don't know.
Even I was playing that shit. And that was fun. Yeah, but yeah, Fortnite could have been. Well, Saints Row could have been
Fortnite before Fortnite.
Yeah, Saints Row
happened.
could have been Fortnite if they'd have added that like zombie
they-
mode where you could just shoot people
Yeah.
and
Missed opportunity, man.
They had aliens, but they wasn't close enough.
Yeah,
He's-
missed opportunity.
That's what happens when niggas don't have. Yo, real talk, niggas didn't expect Fortnite to catch on like it did though.
No, it wasn't supposed to.
Well,
it was
you know,
a fucking free game was
well,
supposed to catch on.
niggas
like that?
broke because niggas broke these days.
But I don't think they thought it was gonna be like as big.
Yeah,
of a
as
deal.
Yeah,
good
not
as
as
that,
big,
like,
but
come on.
you know, niggas love free shit because they broke. That's why
Well,
niggas brought PlayStation 3 because you ain't have to pay for the internet. Am I
Facto,
lying?
nigga. Facto.
That's the only reason.
Yo, speaking of PlayStation, did you see the X Station controller?
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
I ain't buying it. That's just like $170 wireless.
Yo,
Like, but-
that's just
with
an
the
X
wire, I
Station
think.
controller. Like that shit looks just like an Xbox
yeah,
controller.
it does.
Because the Xbox has was the Pro, I think is that's what it is. The Elite, whatever, Elite controller, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it
it's
has
the-
elite like
with
features.
Yeah, with customizable buttons and all that extra shit. So it's like we gotta compete with that. So here it is.
No, they don't. No,
they don't.
So it look just like the Xbox
See,
shit.
this is what happens when you get ahead and you just try and fuck shit.
Well, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that's
you
what it's just like. Listen, we got money to
try
Throw
burn.
shit against the wall and
Yeah,
see what
let's just
sticks.
see.
Hey, if this works for us, it works for us.
You
If
know
it
how we
don't-
gonna fuck out Microsoft? This.
Yeah.
If it don't
do
work, we
this.
still win it. So I think they win either way.
Controller that looks exactly like theirs.
Just to see what happens. Because a lot of people don't like the dual sticks right next to each other. They like the staggered sticks.
Well, my hands is big, so I kind of don't like that shit.
yeah, a lot of people like the staggered
But-
shit like the Xbox has. And so
That shit costs too much.
And then
though.
you only gonna get 3 years out this fucking controller.
Well, yeah, that's the-
I'm mad they announced that shit.
I'm not. It's about time. It's 8 years. That's usually about the life cycle of a console.
Not for Nintendo. It's like 3 for Nintendo.
Well, that's
Nintendo be quick to switch shit up. Yo.
Hell yeah.
recently. This thing because they had to.
No, they want to. My nigga, think of how many fucking Nintendo systems there are.
Yo,
and think of how many-
of them.
Yo, fucking the Wii U came out in like 15,
Yeah, they doing too much.
Yeah.
and the Switch came out last year
They
for
doing too
Christmas.
much.
2 years, my nigga. You couldn't wait 2 years. You could put out nothing new for the Wii just because that big ass
Well, it's
bulky
because the
controller.
Wii U was fucking retarded and nobody gave a fuck
Yeah,
and
it
it was
was.
dumb and it
Big ass
was
fucking
marketed
Yo,
bad.
Mario Maker is crack, nigga. Y'all
Yeah,
wild.
Mario Maker
Maker.
is crack, but what else they got?
That alone should have fucking did something.
Nah, it wasn't enough.
Yo, it's usually like 1 or 2 games that drive a system.
And it was dumb because you couldn't take the tablet far away from the console. Like you would take 2 feet away and it's like not connected, not
My
connected.
nigga,
Like,
what the fuck are you doing in the kitchen?
Eating and fucking playing video games, chopping broccoli and fucking playing video games, nigga.
Nigga,
the
get the
fuck?
soup away from the A button, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, chill. Sometimes you gotta be nigga. I want a soda, but I don't want to stop playing.
My nigga did
Pause, motherfucker.
I don't want to stop playing.
Pause.
I don't want to stop playing.
Fucking impatient son of a bitch.
Exactly, nigga. Fuck that. With the Switch, to take that shit, motherfucker, anywhere. I was at the fucking car dealership the other day, fucking getting my brakes done, fucking playing fucking Pirate Warriors, nigga.
Yo, that
Like
shit,
a thug.
that shit crack. That's just a big ass Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
That
once
shit-
they put Pokemon on that shit, it's over for you,
It's
niggas.
a wrap for niggas, yo.
Is it online?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
even
you
care. I
gotta
don't
be
even care.
online,
I don't
man. They
even
gotta
care if
stop
it's not
fucking around
online.
with that.
I don't even care if it's not online.
You got
I would
Pokemon
think
Go
so.
out here.
I would think so because if the Game Boy game shit is online, I'm pretty sure the Switch shit
Man,
would be
the
online.
DS sucks.
Nah,
That
you-
shit sucks,
fucking-
man. You can't even get online if you got a certain
No,
internet.
you can't.
You
get
can't get
online.
online,
Nah, they gotta advance that shit. Come on, man. You falling behind. That's like how the GameCube didn't have the fucking Ethernet.
You had to buy a little adapter
Yeah.
piece. You had to buy the
Fucking
little.
bullshit, man.
Yeah,
PlayStation 3 and fucking all that shit got Ethernet, but this shit don't got it.
Nintendo likes to innovate. They don't really
Innovate
care.
my
They
ass.
don't care about necessarily keeping up and being on par with stuff. They just like.
They just care about your fucking money. Like,
Yeah.
look,
Hell
this is
yeah.
what we got. It's smaller and we got better games now.
Yeah,
for
I'm just
kids.
waiting for Switch 2.0, where it's fucking better battery life, maybe a little smaller or some shit.
Man,
But
that,
back like
that shit gonna be the size of a phone. They gonna sell you a phone next, yo.
I fucks with it if it got Pokemon
A
on it.
Nintendo
I'll-
phone?
I'm straight.
The fuck out of
If
here.
it got Pokemon on it, I don't give no fucks.
I'm good with that. I
This
always said
nigga.
they should just go handheld. Just keep it there.
That's what the fuck
I
they
mean,
doing with the
that's what
Switch.
the Switch is basically a handheld
At
console
this point, they might as well.
that you could play on your TV if you so do choose.
It is what it is. Now, the N64 Classic is supposed to be coming out because Nintendo
shit.
filed a trademark for N64.
GoldenEye all day.
I would buy that.
So y'all give a fuck about the Nintendo? Yo, GoldenEye was trash too, yo.
No, it wasn't.
It was
Yes,
tra-
the
yo,
fuck it was.
It
How?
was no,
In what
my
way?
nigga.
Multiplayer
It was
was
trash.
fire, nigga.
No, it's
Everywhere.
trash.
Multiplayer was fire.
It
No, it
is
wasn't.
Yes, it
trash.
was.
It was.
How
It
wasn't
was.
it?
It was dope for the time
Yeah.
being because we was
I'm
young.
just saying,
And it was like,
yeah.
yo, this is dope because it's GoldenEye.
Yeah, go back and play that
You
shit
can
now.
play with
That
like
shit's
3 other
fire.
people. That shit is trash.
No, how?
It's look. Oh my, yo, look.
You
look
gotta
at it.
explain this to me, man. You
Graphics
can't just
is
say
garbage.
that.
Graphics wise,
Graphics ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm talking about
the
gameplay.
shooting
nigga.
mechanics is
The
garbage.
controller was garbage.
No.
The
The
N64
stages
I
are
played
garbage.
64 with one controller.
Yeah.
One hand.
Yeah, that
and
shit's
I love
garbage.
that shit.
What the fuck wrong with you?
I can play that shit with one
That
hand.
nigga's a serial killer.
My nigga, you can play the 64
You
with
fucking
one
if
hand.
you played as who the fuck was it? It was an
Odd
odd
job.
Odd job, yo.
Niggas couldn't shoot you.
Ew.
Yeah.
That shit was ahead of the time, B.
That shit was
Yeah, it's
like
ahead of its time, but it's also, if you being honest, trash. But it was
It was
fun
trash.
when we was young. No,
But
when we were young, it was
Can
fun.
you
I'm
play
talking
the
about go back
64
now.
games from back in the day on this 64 Classic, or do you have to buy a whole new cartridge?
Well, isn't it gonna be like one of those
Like a mini.
yeah, little mini thing that has games preloaded on it?
Probably.
I didn't research it. I just saw like a port, where you put the game in. I just saw that shit on the.
I ain't doing that.
Call it,
Oh, if
but-
it's that, then I
ain't
thought it was
doing
gonna be
that.
like the Super Nintendo thing.
I
they
mean,
put
it
out
could
on
be
regular-
that.
where they just have a bunch of games preloaded on it and you fucking use a controller and you play it. If it was that, I'd fucks with it. But if it's like you got to buy cartridges
Nah, I
too,
ain't doing
and
that.
I'm
They
not
do
doing
too
that.
much.
Nah, if
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta
too
buy a
much.
card, you could kiss my ass with
Yeah,
that.
it's too
Nah.
much. I'm not spending all that money. But if it's like, hey, $30 and you get fucking 50 games,
Mm.
like,
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I spend $30 on dumb shit all the time. Yeah, sure.
Exactly, like beer and other
Yeah.
useless and women.
Beer and bitches.
Yeah, beer. Yo, bitches are the most useless commodity ever. I hate
They're
that.
useful.
They're useful when it comes time for certain stuff, but
Sex.
Well,
I mean food too.
I mean,
stuff like
sometimes
that.
like
I hope y'all know I'm playing.
companionship.
Nah, this nigga serious.
Nah, I just hate spending money on chicks and shit like that because like I just hate spending money.
Well, you in a relationship, so you fucked.
I'm fucked for life. That's why.
and you got kids.
That's why I hate going out with her. Kids is cool. Kids don't want much. They cool with sugar and shit like that. Like she want actual food with toppings and sides.
I
And
want some tapas.
then man, I ain't got time for all that. Take this burger. And shut up. Let's see. Men in Black reboot.
I'm all
Not
about
here
it.
for it.
I'm here for
with
it.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, Liam Neeson
Motherfucking-
too.
Liam Neeson.
And Chris Hemsworth.
Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth.
My
nigga.
only question
I am
is-
not-
Nah.
Can Chris
good.
Hemsworth rap?
no.
No.
If he can rap, I'm all here for it. If he does
Yo,
hit,
if he
What are you gonna
learns
rap
to
about?
rap,
Jotunheim?
Black, yeah.
You gonna rap about Jotunheim one day?
Yeah, I'm for it if he can rap.
Yo, that shit. Yo, leave shit alone. Leave it as it is. Stop trying to make 3 or 4.
This
Stop
goes
trying
back
to
to what the
reboot
fuck
shit.
we were talking about.
Think of a fucking original idea. Why do you got to keep rebooting shit? This shit's not. If it's not Will, it's not gonna be hot.
No, do you think it's
NYPD means I will knock your punk ass down.
Yo, but he rap if he get.
Why
if
do
he
you
get-
feel little Susie deserved to die? I saw this monster right here doing pull-ups. How would I feel if somebody came in the gym and bust me on my ass while I was on a treadmill? I see the guy with a tissue in his hand. He's not snarling. He's sneezing. So there's no real threat there. I see little Susie here. Little white girl in the middle of the hood with a bunch of monsters about with a quantum physics book.
It's amazing how he's
Some shit
excited.
going on, Zed.
from memory. Oh my
That's
god!
my fucking movie, yo.
I'm saying if it depends. If it's like a serious take on it,
Move away when it's coming at you. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna pay for that. It's an accident. All right.
Oh shit!
I'm not here for this. I'm not here for the movie, yo. It's not gonna be. Yo, Liam Neeson cannot play another bad. He's the Taken dude.
What the fuck are you gonna say to the alien? I don't know who you are.
Wanna find your ship?
Yep.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh man,
It's not gonna be funny, man. I'm not here for it.
if it's serious, I think I might like it.
A serious Men in Black?
Yeah, why not?
Then it's not gonna compare to the real Men in Black. Yo,
That's-
Chris
it doesn't-
Hemsworth
it
can't
doesn't
be a
have
serious
to.
actor.
It's good. He's very good at doing comedy.
But not, come on, Will.
Did you watch Thor Ragnarok? He's good at doing
If you
comedy.
gotta compare him
Yeah,
to Will
as
Smith,
Thor.
who you taking?
Huh?
If you got to compare him to Will Smith, because obviously he's gonna play like the Will Smith role as like the younger guy coming in that don't know what the fuck's going on. So if you want to compare him to the original Will Smith role, and then take Chris Hemsworth because he's hot right now.
Oh well,
Shit gonna be like.
And then they're not playing on like the racial aspect. You know, you got the white guy and the white guy. Now you got
two white guys.
This is like this. All right, the dude from Taken and then the dude with the hammer.
Two crackers. But one of them was Irish.
You go fuck.
Oh, okay.
The fuck you doing here anyway, Men in Black?
Ladies and shit.
Oh man, nah, it's not the same.
I'm not
man.
here for that.
Leave that shit alone.
I'm good.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
I don't want to watch the shit.
Well, you think Will Smith gonna make a cameo? That's what he thinking.
Oh, that'd be lit. With the bars, if Will Smith does a soundtrack for this movie, I'm for it.
Boom, chick.
Here comes the Men in Black.
No, please no.
Something.
Galaxy Defenders.
I don't know words. I don't know this one like I know West. Jim West. That's what I
That niggas talk shit about me. You know, when Men in Black, that nigga know a whole fucking song from '98 with Cisco.
Yo, don't be hating on fucking Psycho.
Nah, I'm good.
Doing one-handed cartwheels.
Fuck that. Oh my god.
All I remember from this Cisco is like running on bitches in the thong song.
Yeah. You gotta respect the man.
Nah, but he was running like Naruto over the water.
Nigga, Wesley Pipes do that shit every scene. Cisco did that shit for 2 seconds. He do that shit every time. Put a boot on a bitch head.
Oh yeah.
Call me Slim Jimmy.
Disrespectful.
Shit.
The creator of The Simpsons has a new Netflix series coming out called The Disenchantment. Are we here for it?
I'm for
it.
Futurama, raunchy
Yeah.
type of shit, spiel.
I kind of like Futurama better than The Simpsons.
Me too, a little bit. I think, well, especially now, especially because Futurama ended.
Yeah.
It was still good. The Simpsons is still going.
Didn't it get canceled? Didn't it get
yeah,
brought back?
It got canceled and
yeah.
brought back, but then it ended again.
They
For
didn't
good.
do so good, so they canceled it again.
That's
Yeah.
just funny.
But it's still a good show, and it's a different kind of show than The Simpsons.
Right.
Yeah.
The Simpsons is still going, and they should probably end it.
That shit gonna end up like the next 2 years. I'm calling it.
I hope so.
Man, they took pay cuts.
They can't do it.
Like
I feel like they scheduled like at least 3
Unless they
seasons.
grow up, they can't do it.
That would actually I think would be something good.
Like
I don't
Homer,
know
like
about that.
Homer gotta lose one more hair. Like Marge hair gotta turn a different color.
turn gray.
Bart gotta get some facial hair.
I don't
Maggie
know,
gotta
man.
actually talk.
Right?
I don't know.
If they
man.
grow up, it can happen.
I don't know.
Because then some
man.
new shit can happen.
Yeah, because then they can introduce new shit for them to do. They can have different dynamics.
They'll be in high school
Yeah.
or
something,
middle
yeah.
school. Because right now they've been in 4th grade for fucking like 20 years, my nigga.
Yeah.
That shit ain't happened for the Rugrats.
Yes, it did.
They grew up. Yes,
yeah,
they did.
but it was trash.
No, that shit was lit.
What about Doug? That shit was trash.
They didn't really grow up that
These niggas
much.
just went to high school and it was trash.
No,
No, that's because it went
no.
to Disney.
It
went from where-
Nah, the one that didn't come on Nickelodeon was all right. For Doug.
Which one was that?
There was one where they was in high school and then they had like graduated and did
Oh,
some
yeah,
other
yeah.
shit.
I
Like they grew up type of shit. That shit wasn't that bad, but the Rugrats one was kind of trash.
Nah,
Yeah,
that
it
shit
was.
lit, fam.
Nah, but you got yo, they've been doing the same fucking shit for 28 years. They have to grow up. Homer has to lose another hair, yo. I'm telling you, it'll be dope.
Nah, but
Instead of 2, it'll be 1.
They gotta get with the current events. Well,
That's what
they're
they're doing.
beyond current events.
Nigga, if they get with the current events, then fucking Apu be gone. they getting rid of.
Oh, he ain't going yet?
no,
Wasn't
nah.
they petitioning to get this motherfucker
No,
the
they,
fuck out of
but
here?
they weren't. They're not.
They're not getting rid of Apu, nigga. You got to get rid of all the
Thank
fucking
you
shit
so
that you
much.
made fun of. Like, nigga.
You think?
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. You got to get rid of all that shit. You got to get rid of fucking Barney because of alcoholism. You got to get rid of you got to get rid of mad shit because it doesn't fit with society
Yeah, you
norms
can't,
now.
You can't get rid of Barney. He real.
That nigga's an alcoholic. That nigga
Yeah.
should be dead. Nigga should have cirrhosis of the
He
liver.
does not have cirrhosis of the liver. His liver is strong. And he drinks water sometimes.
No, the fuck he don't. It's all duff. But that series I'm with, I want to watch something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. DC fans take to Twitter for WB to release the Snyder Cut of
never-
Justice
They
League.
are serious about this.
And
Shit.
they're never
Who wants
gonna
to see
get it.
that shit?
I don't want to see it.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I do only out of morbid curiosity. I want to see what this movie was supposed to
Seeing
be.
good 24 minutes of just like garbage.
Yup.
Well, I don't
Like
know.
the movie was garbage. Now you're gonna get some extra.
Well, I think it's more than 24.
Gonna get some extra garbage juice on top of that garbage.
Shit on shit
I
on
think
shit.
he finished. No, I think he finished the whole film. When he got fired, I think they was like getting ready to do the editing thing, and they had to go back for reshoots for Joss Whedon stuff. So I kind of wanted to see what his vision would have been if he had the chance to make the movie. Just because I kind of want to see. Do I think it'd make the movie better? Probably not, because I'm not really a big fan of Zack Snyder. Especially not his DC stuff, really, except for like Man of Steel.
Yeah, I actually like that.
So I'm not like the biggest fan, but I just, out of morbid curiosity, I just kind of want to see what could have been, and would it have been a better movie if they had just let him do his thing.
It would have been darker.
That definitely, but would it have been better?
No.
I think they pretty much knew what they was doing when they cut what they cut.
No, they were stupid. They made it too short. They mandated that it had to be under 2 hours, or at least 2 hours. So
it was a lot of shit that I've seen that I kind of wouldn't mind seeing in the movie. Like, they had Cyborg playing football. And
all that stuff before he became Cyborg. They cut all that shit, but that would have been cool to see. Like, I think they cut all the Cyborg. Like, I think they cut like all the Cyborg.
But you don't think that would have been like too much backstory? It was like, all right, we know, like,
a little bit.
Like, you got to get straight to the meat and potatoes. Like, we know why we here.
No, we kind of need, but that's.
Then you make a separate Cyborg movie.
That's what that's what I'm saying. That's my issues with this whole thing is they didn't do that. They just hopped right into Justice League.
They
and
said,
it's
"Fuck
like,
Victor, you're not doing this shit."
So they should,
right?
yeah.
You're Cyborg now, all right.
So
we don't give a fuck about your running back pass. We don't care nothing about your dad. None of that shit.
So they had an opportunity to do origin stories for two characters. They could have did Cyborg's Flash and.
They decided to do Aquaman instead.
Aquaman stuff, and they did.
So
and they did it more Aquaman. Yeah.
There's not much of a Cyborg story that they can tell that doesn't derive straight from the comic. That's that interesting for a movie.
No, but they could have been like, oh, here's a kid, and he got into this horrible accident, and then his dad didn't want him to die, so he used the technology. Like, there's story there that they could have, and maybe that's why they didn't want to make a whole movie off of just that. But they could have thrown.
You can't make a whole movie off that.
I mean, you can't.
Nigga, 15 minutes will be the fucking surgery. That's it.
It's called RoboCop, nigga.
God damn. Right. That movie was trash too.
What?
RoboCop was trash.
Watch your dirty mouth.
I like that.
RoboCop was
RoboCop was trash.
Oh, okay, you wild.
Nigga, Short Circuit was better than RoboCop.
Nigga, he poured acid on the nigga. He melted.
Short Circuit was better than RoboCop.
Johnny Five
Johnny
alive?
Five? Yeah, I like Johnny Five. Jessica. I like that.
All right.
They said, I can't. Your mother's a snowblower.
I mean, I can't be mad at it because Johnny Five is lit, but I'm just saying they should bring that back, but not really.
Nah, they gonna fuck that up too.
They redid RoboCop. That shit was trash though.
That shit
was
too.
trash.
Yeah, it was.
They should do Judge Dredd too. That shit was trash.
No,
I
was
kind of like that. I kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie.
You're wild. The Keith Urban one was really good.
I kind of like that.
That one was good.
With the whole complex.
Yeah,
this
that
nigga's
was
in fucking the Carter.
Yeah. He's
Maybe
clapping
I gotta
everything.
see it again.
This nigga was in
you
the
gotta watch
future
it
Carter.
again. Yeah, you gotta watch it again.
I was high as fuck when I saw
I kind of like
shit.
how that drug worked though.
Yeah, slow down time.
Instead
Time
of
yeah.
drug and
yeah.
push him off the cliff. I'm like, yo, you gonna see yourself slowly die.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fucked up.
That's fire.
That's fucked
I gotta see that.
I like that
Yeah.
shit. But the thing was, I think they try to make it too much like 3D-ish and shit like that. But like,
Well,
if you get
yeah.
past that.
Well, it's because 3D was a big popular
Yeah,
thing.
but that's a good movie though.
yeah, it was a good movie.
That was good. I wasn't mad at it.
Jake Gyllenhaal and talks to play Mysterio
I'm
in the
with
Spider-Man sequel.
Yeah, I'm with it. This nigga been trying to
a
get to
good
that Spider-Man role so bad.
I'm the
Nigga,
thing.
because he was supposed to probably be the first one.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
You know him and Toby look alike and shit. Like all them
yeah.
niggas, all them white people look alike.
Yep.
I'm just upset because it kind of like takes him out. If this becomes true, it takes him out of running for being a new Batman. I thought that might have been a good look. That might be.
You think
cool.
he'll make a good Batman?
I don't think he can
I
make
think
a worse
Batman
than George Clooney.
Nah, he doesn't. Like I guess Batman has to look a certain age in my head. Like he still has like a young face.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Well, with that beard,
we could be young.
Nah, he still look like he got some youth to him. I know he like his mid-30s or something like that.
But
But
be young Batman.
he got crow's feet.
There's no young Bat. What the fuck is young Batman?
Batman be young.
so they're gonna restart this whole Batman thing over again.
They better.
And do what? What are you gonna do?
They gotta burn the shit to the ground and start over fresh.
Well, I heard Ben Affleck still wants to play Batman.
oh, now
so-
he still
No,
wants to
now
play
he wants to
Batman.
play that
Fucking
shit.
Old
Play it.
dusty bastard. And I like Ben Affleck. I'm just mad because he need to make up his fucking mind about
Yeah.
whether or not he wants to play Batman. And I'm tired of hearing every fucking 6 months, oh, he doesn't want to do it anymore.
I mean, when you
so-
go on Twitter and niggas start bashing you,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to be like, I want to do this still. They have feelings too.
No, the fuck he don't. He rich.
Yo,
You can't have feelings and be rich.
I'm not even gonna bring this back to suicide, but
That shit was horrible.
But yeah.
That's the last movie I watched.
with Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
that shit was okay.
Nah.
I liked it.
That
It was
fucking
alright.
Joker was pissing me off, man.
Yeah, the Joker. Yeah, the Joker.
You want beef? You want beef?
No,
Oh,
I'm
come
good.
on,
I'm
come
good
on.
on that.
Get out of
dude.
fucking-
Yeah, it was just
fuck
too
outta here,
much
little.
over the top in a not good way.
That nigga's all over
Fucking
the
Jared
place.
Leto.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Fucking mailing used condoms to people. I just fought that.
Mainly
nigga.
use condoms.
Yeah, he was
What?
wilding. He was doing that to like this. He's like, cause I guess he's like a method actor. I guess
I would have slapped the shit out
to a
of that
certain
nigga.
extent. So he was like mailing dead rats and shit to like
I would've
his
slapped the shit out
Cole,
of that nigga,
his
bro.
other actors
don't
and
play
shit.
like that.
I'd have
See, that's-
snuffed him. But if you mail me a used condom, you dying, nigga.
White people have weird sense of comedy. Like
Very.
I don't even think it was supposed to be funny. He just actually thought he was a
remember on-
Joker for 5 days.
I remember I was watching Tough UFC, the reality show. Like this dude was going around eating everybody else's food in the refrigerator, right?
No.
So this
fuck
old dude was
nigga.
like, "Okay, I'll get him back." This nigga nutted in his fucking shrimp.
That's what your ass get.
Wait, that's real life.
Nah, nigga, I'll kill you. Yeah, that happened.
And he ate the shrimp.
Yeah,
Nigga, you ate my food.
I'll kill you.
That's my food.
But nothing. Nah.
But nigga,
Nah.
You're not supposed to be eating my food.
he jizzlated in that nigga's shit.
Yeah, that shit is disrespectful.
Did the dude
He ate
do
it.
that in his own food and watch the other dude eat it?
Yep, in his food. Well,
The dude
did
that
he-
was
did he-
going.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
I think
that's a
he
little
did
different.
it. What? You know what? You're right.
Oh,
He
that's,
did it in
that's a
his
little
food.
That's
different.
what your ass get feeding my food.
Oh,
nigga.
that's
Say
right,
fuck
you're
out my
right.
food. This
Okay,
ain't
that-
Italian dressing,
All
nigga.
right, that's different.
I mean, this ain't with ranch.
That's still disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
But it's different.
No.
He nutted in his own food, and that nigga ate the shit because he was eating other
How do you
people's
get hard? Yeah, I'm about to bust in the shrimp. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
food. All right, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good.
You can't do that, man. You can't do
Where
that,
did Mr.
man.
Krabs come from?
Oh, I'm sorry, shrimp crabs. I don't know. What's
Oh,
This
okay.
is underwater, nigga.
Still, I was
You
man.
start seafood, and that's the
Come
first
on,
thing.
you gotta
that
stay
comes
woke. Stay woke,
Yo.
man.
I was trying to follow. That shit fucked me up.
up. Oh, Jesus H.
So last thing we got to talk about, unless I got some. Oh, we got a few more things. So what's the worst MCU movie to y'all
Thor.
of all time?
Iron Man 3.
Oh, Iron Man 3 is no Iron Man. Thor.
I watched all these movies in
First
perpendicular order.
Man, you wild.
Yo,
First Thor.
I'm going with.
No, second Thor.
Yeah, I'm going with Dark World.
Second Thor. Yeah, take it back. Second Thor is the worst.
Second
Black-
Thor?
Yeah,
second
Dark
Thor.
World was bad.
It was not great.
Yeah, it was.
But Hulk is close.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Hulk
No,
is
it's not.
close.
It's not even in. I was thinking about this.
Well, it actually might be close.
it's not
Alright.
even. Nah, it's not even
You
in
know
the
what?
top 5
Let me
You can
awards.
pull out the whole
see.
list. No.
Nah, you want me to tell you the top
I'm,
5
no,
worst?
I'm about to go to Rotten Tomatoes and see what the fuck they
Oh,
talking about.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck,
Yeah,
fuck
Rotten
that
Tomatoes
rating.
doesn't count.
They do.
I'll tell you my top
Cause I go
5.
see a movie based on that shit or not.
I'll tell you my top 5 worst.
The,
The first one is Iron Man 3.
Hmm.
Second one is the Thor.
first one or second one?
First one's Iron Man 3.
No, I mean
Second
first
one's Thor. The first one.
Okay, yeah, that's
The second one is right after that.
okay.
The third one is fucking Captain America. That's just kind of corny to me.
I liked it.
And the fourth one, like y'all probably won't agree with it, but I'll say Age of Ultron, just because this is my thing with Age of Ultron. Like you have so much,
I'm gonna wait till y'all done. See, boom, right here.
you have so much like potential to make a great movie, but it kind of was like lackluster. I was watching that
Yeah.
shit, I was like, this shit ain't it. That's kind of like if you have like an all-star team, like if you have LeBron, Steph, fucking Kyrie, fucking let's say Porzingis or some shit like that, and you go against the team over Europe and you get blown out. It's like what the fuck happened?
Talking about the Thunder, don't be talking about them like that, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like,
worst
if you-
super team ever, nigga.
yeah, like to me, I think Batman versus Superman is the worst fucking DC movie. To me, because if you have Batman and Superman in the same movie, those are the top 2 superheroes ever.
Martha.
Who don't know Batman? Who don't know Superman? You go to a bum on the street and they know who fucking Batman and Superman is.
All right, so
You-
y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, so Thor: Dark World got a 66
Word.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Garbage. Basuda.
You know what Hulk got?
97.
67.
Oh, it's better. Barely, but it's
That
better.
movie was not that bad, man.
It's better than, so we was right.
No, but I'm just saying. I said Hulk is close.
Yeah, it's close. That's close.
Y'all some biased ass bitches.
Nah, but because I was watching that shit.
Because
and
that movie's
honestly,
not that bad.
This is why. This is why.
Hulk smash.
This is why. I was watching that shit and I was like, yo, Ed Norton sells Bruce Banner better than fucking Mark Ruffalo ever could.
Well, to be fair, he had a whole movie. Mark Ruffalo only gets moments.
Moments.
Even so, it's like, I don't believe you. I can't turn into the Hulk. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you know what I can do, nigga.
I just don't believe him, man. His acting chops is not that good.
Mark Ruffalo is a fucking Oscar nominated.
Nah, for what?
I don't know.
Shutter Island?
Was he in that?
Yeah, he was. He was a detective.
The real detective?
Yeah, he was a detective that found out that was he detective or was it illusion? Hold up, I gotta think of it. No,
Spoilers
he
for
was.
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Well, people niggas seen this. He was the detective in fucking what's the name's illusion? Who was in that movie? God damn it, come on.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
He was a detective in
So
illusion, but
he's just another.
he ended up being a doctor at the end of it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't believe you.
You need more people.
All right, so let's see. So Obama got a Netflix deal. What we think about that?
Shout out to my president.
That nigga ain't got nothing to do either.
It's gonna be a bunch of documentaries.
I'm with it.
I'm cool with it if it's like informative shit and they show Michelle's ass.
What?
All right, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame is
Don't talk to me.
being produced
Don't act like she
and
don't got the
starring
yams.
Idris Elba. Watch your fucking mouth about Michelle Obama.
She got the yams on these streets.
Watch your fucking mouth about Miss Obama, nigga.
She got the yams.
Idris Elba, Hunchback of Notre Dame. You fucking with it?
I will,
I'm with it.
only if he's playing the Hunchback. If he's not playing the Hunchback, then fuck him.
Why would Idris Elba play the fucking Hunchback?
Nah, you can't.
He has to go against type.
Nah, you can't have a black Hunchback.
Why not?
Nah.
He's gonna be in the movie, so you
We
can't have
already
black people in the
discriminated,
movie.
man.
He can play something else. He don't gotta play the Hunchback.
This is all white people. It's in Europe.
Nah, man.
Fucking Jezebel ain't
Yeah,
white.
You know how racist that'll look?
Yeah, but she a gypsy.
Yeah, the gypsy. Jezebel, gypsy, same shit.
My nigga.
She the only one, so he can
Wait,
play
can
a
you
gypsy.
say gypsy?
No, I think it's probably offensive to call him a gypsy. But
that
I don't
shit
know
is
what else to
offensive.
call.
Yeah, I don't know what else to
her.
call it. Sorry.
So I apologize.
What is a gypsy?
Sorry for our
I
ignorance.
don't know.
but-
We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to do that.
Right? Because I don't know. But she was one.
Anything else y'all want to talk about?
Now I think I'm good.
'Cause I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
You always fucking hungry.
Touche, nigga.
Let's see. Connecticut Comic Con is coming up soon. I
August.
think it's like the last week in June,
Wait,
beginning of
there's another one?
July.
Our tickets
Yeah,
out?
at Mohegan Sun.
Our tickets out?
We talking about
Yeah.
Terrificon?
No,
Oh, so
talking
you think
about
it was something else?
no, I'm talking about Comic Con Connecticut
Oh.
at fucking Mohegan.
Okay.
If you happen to be in the New England area, I'll be up there. Both days. So come holler at your boy. Come find me. I'll be there. Just walking around doing my thing.
What are the days? I gotta find out.
June 30th and July 1st, I think. That's like a Saturday and Sunday.
Maybe I'll go.
Maybe I'll go. I ain't ask y'all niggas. I know you wasn't gonna go, but I'll be there.
I don't like to leave the house. I'm fat.
This motherfucker. We got a Patreon account now. I set that up, so if y'all want to
Oh,
support
I
the
can get
show,
money?
yo, you want to? This is all going towards the show, okay? So we can do giveaways and shit like that. This is all going towards the listeners and shit like that. We're gonna do that.
Okay.
Relax. I
just
got
thought-
this. It's written down.
I-
All right. So if you want to, there's different tiers on this site. So we appreciate all the support. Like I said, this goes back into the show as a whole. Okay?
Yo, stop. Okay, stop looking at me. I just wanted to see if I can
Now,
get
it's
busy
not
so I can
for
quit
our
my
personal
job.
gain.
I just want to
Y'all
know.
want to support us, nigga. If you give us a certain amount of money, nigga, we'll put you in the logo. Y'all niggas keep playing.
Oh shit! Word.
Give us a certain amount of money, we'll put you
Every
in the fucking
month.
logo.
Yo, shout out to Patreon.
And we reviewed the Deadpool movie. So what we want to do for our listeners, real quick, we want to do a giveaway. Shout out to y'all for listening every week. If y'all do listen every week, or if you just found the show, a lot of y'all motherfuckers be just finding the show and be complimenting us, and we appreciate that. But
True.
we know you like the show, but tell us what's bad with the show. All right, tell us
Also
what you
true.
don't like so we can improve. We always want to get better, but we do want to give a giveaway. We do want to do a giveaway. So what we're gonna do is give away these Deadpool pins made by my boy Ricky. Shout out to I forgot his name on Instagram and shit. But everything will be in the description. So we got 5 pins to give away, 5 X-Force Deadpool pins to give away, and the first 5 people to DM us the right answer, you get the pin.
Word.
So the question that we want to go with is what?
Thorough.
Which one was it?
Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah.
All right, so on one of the episodes, right, I was talking about Toe Jam and Earl. You can go back. It's one of the I think it's the earlier ones. I don't know which one. I ain't gonna tell y'all shit.
Yeah, because you
But-
gotta figure it out.
Figure it out. But in one of those episodes, I said that Toe Jim and Earl were a certain race. What race did I say that they were? First 5 people to give us the correct answer, you get the pin. And it'll be sent to you in the mail. I don't know if they in yet, because the nigga just did the shit. But, you know, when we get them, you'll get them. All right? It won't be that long. You'll probably get them like mid-July or something like that. But, you know, what do I think the race of Earl and Toe Jim are?
So do you want them to DM?
They could DM, 3 Ninjas Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all DM us right there. The first 5 to get the correct answer, y'all get the pin.
All right.
And we'll let y'all know next episode who got the correct answer and who's getting the pins and shit. But I think that's it. Anything else?
Picks?
Picks. Watch Dear White People on Netflix.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Good fucking show. For any race.
Anyways, yeah, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna say watch Lethal Weapon because I'm gonna go home and do a Lethal Weapon marathon because I just saw that all 4 movies were on
With Damon
Netflix.
Wayans?
No,
No,
Danny Glover.
no.
nigga.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the movies. I saw it on
that.
show. I was looking for something else. I was looking for Legends of Tomorrow, and I was like, oh, Lethal Weapon. I'm gonna watch all 4 of them shits.
You gonna be disappointed by the 4th one.
I've seen it
It
before.
was alright.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it
It was
before.
good
I just
send
never
off.
watch them because
Yeah, it
I
was a
don't have
good-
to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna just
It's
be
getting
fat
ass beat,
and just
but-
chill.
Just get
and-
drunk and just.
Yeah, watch Lethal
I'm
Weapon.
about to watch Rocky. Fuck that.
Oh, are they on Netflix?
No, they probably on A&E right now.
Yeah, you're right.
They probably on Rocky 3 right now.
You gonna watch Rocky 4?
I'm afraid, alright?
Rocky 4.
Why didn't you say it?
Or is it 5?
5. 5 is the bad one.
Oh, yeah, you gonna watch
Yeah.
Rocky 5?
Fuck no.
2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna watch Balboa before I watch that one. That ain't no.
Yeah.
That ain't you.
That ain't you.
You're better than that. Why? What's your pick?
Make sure you see your brother.
Why? What's your pick?
What is my pick? My Hero Academia just came back out. Yeah, watch that shit.
Thank you for
Did they
reminding
dub
me.
it?
Nah, they ain't done it.
Man, I don't want to read shit.
Fucking niggas who don't read.
You don't fucking read either.
Nigga, I was reading Percy Jackson the other day.
Percy
Jackson.
On that note, you're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, 3 Ninjas Pod on Twitter, 3 Ninjas Podcast on Instagram, 3 Ninjas Podcast at gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, HK_Domino. Follow my YouTube page, Round 12 Gaming. I promise I'm going to put a video up soon. Yeah, I think that's it. What about y'all?
I'm Hash B Jones in places. You can just find me. I'm Hash Jones everywhere.
Right.
I go by the name of Bobby. Follow me on Instagram and Prodabob, EMPRODABOB. That's it.
And I think that's it. So Ninja Vanish. We out of here.